We're live. Shit. All right. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Pausing for station identification. We are here. Are we not? Mickey Spain subscribed 2 minutes ago. Thank you, Mickey Spain. Thank you, Mickey. Okay, let's go to Logitech. Deactivate, activate. Should work. Should work. Are we live? Trent. There he is. What up, Just Brewing? What's going on, Braj? Is everything going good? I think we're good. What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. What's up, Just Brewing? How are you, man? We're having the Brew Show come on here right now. And let me pull this up on YouTube on this other one. What up, Phil Stevenson? No video. Video should be popping up. No video? Let's see here. Sorry, guys. The Hoppy Hour. We got 9 people watching. Let us know what you're fermenting. Let us know what's in your... let me kill the audio on this. No, we are not live. I think we're good. Kurt Pick, how we doing now? What's up, Cable Hogan? Gnome Brewing, much love, man. Really quick before I give, we're good to go. What's up, Goose Fraba? What's up, Yeast in the Barrage? Bring us down a little bit. Sorry, we were ripping my computer apart to shoot a video yesterday, and I thought I had everything plugged in and ready to go. Apologies, gentlemen. Really quick, thanks for Mickey Spain for subscribing. Ryan O has super chatted $10. Weldit became a member. Jerome Haskins became a member. Antonio, thank you for the super chat last week. Party Time Brewing has become a member. Genus Brewing has become a member. James Marshall, Party Time. Brett Vondra. Theron, Sunset Hound Brewing has become a member. The Mildly Cool Dad, Gnome Brewing. Thank you so much to everybody, man. What's going on? What up, Bodines? Sunset Hound, thank you for the super chat. ChrisRadi, thanks for becoming a member. Theron J. Clark, thanks for becoming a super chatter. Hooligan67, much love. Trev Who, Sunset Hound. Let's get it going, man. Philip Stevenson. I just threw some gelatin for my Irish Red into the Keezer a little early for St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to miss that, man. I'm not going to have a St. Patrick's Day video this year. Well, I might. But I'm moving to Knoxville, Tennessee in 3 weeks. I got a place. I'll show it to you guys in a second. Let me pull the Brewysh in really fast. We got things to talk about. Troy Aikman bought a brewery in Texas, and I want to go. There's a lot of celebrities that own a lot of things. Tequila places. Whiskey places, rum places, Puff Daddy, LeBron James, Dan Aykroyd, everybody except, I don't know, Tom Brady. What up, Zach Pearson? What up, It's Rec? What up, Bodines Brews? Philip Stevenson has just became a member. Much love, man. Welcome to Braj Army, Philip Stevenson.
Come here! Get over here!
Seriously.
Yeah, we got a place, Knoxville, Tennessee. I'll show you guys a picture of it. Oh, we were drinking whiskey last night. Me, Goman, Maury, Kevin, Trevor. We're going to have a beer cocktails video coming out soon. But without further ado, Trent is my time zone. Let's get the Brewysh in here. He's got a great YouTube channel. He's got a link in the bio. And then really quick, thanks to everybody who came on last week. Gnome, James, Beast, everybody. Everybody came on. Jonathan Elliott. Let's all right, where is this Brewysh? Where is this Brewysh? I'm on Discord right now. Sorry. No. Trent, can you shoot me an invite? Instagram me or something? I got Instagram open over here, man. You know I'm on flip phone, though, Brewysh. My PC works so much better than my Mac. It's out of control. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, last week was wild. Excuse me. Apologies. What up, hooligan? Good to see Bodines here, man. Here's Trent. Here's the Brewysh. Let's pull him in. Is that Frank Zappa? Dude, he's got the t-shirt on too, man. All right, without further ado, let's get the Brewysh in here. What up, dog?
You can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you, man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
What's up, man? We shop at the same store. Look at yourself.
I had to.
Right on,
Actually,
brother.
all I need to do right now is
Chug a beer? Oh,
Dude,
there we
flip it
go, man.
around,
Yeah,
and
there
then
we go. What's up, dude? Are you wearing a green hat too? Usually I wear green hats.
Yeah, right.
What's up, dude? Welcome back from the dead. You're putting out content again, huh?
Yeah, I took a little break, a little hiatus, and then had some things going on. But yeah, I'm back.
Good, man. You were the Lou Gehrig, Cal Ripken consecutive barrage there for a while, man. I was kind of worried about you. Oh, I wasn't worried about you. I know you had some stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're back, man. Helping me push my content, my home brewing experimental hobby career. And glad you're here, bro.
Good to be back.
Yeah,
Here.
pull up the chat a little bit. So what's up with you, man? You're moving, right?
What's that?
What's up with you? You're moving, right?
I am. I'm moving down your way, but you're moving out of town just in time for me to get there.
Yeah. Did you get that apartment or that spot?
I did, yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. So just north of San Diego.
You're coming into North County, man. You're coming in. I'm going out.
Someone's got to drink all that beer that you used to drink. So.
A lot of places are going to go out of business, man. I kept this town afloat with my $80 bar tab nights, man. But yeah, that's funny. You're coming in, I'm taking off, man. But it's all good because I'm going to be back a bunch and we'll be putting out content. And you're gonna meet all my friends, man. The Booze Brothers. You already know Trevor. You already know not Battle Mage guys, but you're gonna enjoy it down here, man. I'm stoked for you.
Yeah, I'm excited. Are you excited to move to Knoxville?
Yeah, there's a lot. It's kind of stressful. It's not as stressful as if you were to have kids, dogs, wife, family. But I called U-Haul and I got a quote and they were like, yeah, it's $8,000. I was like, I just hung up the phone. I was like, there's no way I'm paying $8,000 because it's about 4 times expensive to leave California because everyone's going out there. People are going to Texas, Florida, Tennessee, wherever, and they're not coming back. So U-Haul is kind of like airfare. It's kind of like hotels. You know, their rates go up and down all the time. And I don't have $8,000 to spend on transportation. I was just thinking, what's the best course of action? And what's the funny thing about this is if I were to come from Knoxville to San Diego, it'd be like $2,500. It'd be a quarter of the price. But they have all their cars out there, and they're not coming back as much because people are going east now, and they don't just want to drive a car back here with, just to get it back here and pay for all the gas while it's empty and have an employee do that. I mean, the idea was everyone's going to be moving around the nation more consistently, but that's not the case anymore. So I'm going to just sell everything. I'm going to sell anything I haven't used in a year. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to get a camper shell for my truck. My family already has a storage unit, so I can put, video games and pictures and grandparents and framed artwork and stuff like that in that. And I'm just going to drive out there with my truck, dude. Yeah.
Are you in any beer equipment, or are you just starting
I'm
scratch?
I'm gonna bring one claw hammer system and one. I'm gonna bring just my brew in a bag system, and everything else I'm gonna sell. So if anybody wants anything, nitro system, kegerator, 20-gallon kettles, if you're realistically close, I'm giving Maury a MacBook computer. It's a pretty good time to be my friend and be living close to me because I'm literally just giving everything away. I'm not giving everything away.
Nice.
I've got a stackable washer and dryer I can flip for about $500 on Craigslist. I just bought a couch. I'm going to sell that. TVs and shit. Everybody wants a TV. If you want a TV, I can give you a big TV, big screen TV or a small screen TV.
Maybe.
Yeah, let me know. But I just want to go out to. I got that house. Did you look at the pictures of the kitchen and stuff?
Yeah, looks really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. And I just want to be out there with the claw hammer vibe. This is just a studio. I don't want a living room. I barely want a bed. We'll barely have a bed. We'll put in the corner like some Harriet Potter underneath the staircase thing. But I just want it just to be green screen, brew house stuff. I don't have a garage or a shed, which is kind of a bummer. But I got 2 bedroom, 1 bath, huge kitchen, own house on the corner, privacy. I'm stoked. Yeah, I'm paying $1,500. I wanted to keep it around $1,200. That was what I was going to pay for in Johnson City or Knoxville, but this came up and I was like, dude, I got to get this place, and it's still $500 cheaper than what I'm paying now. So it's going to be all good, man. So I'm going to be out there and going to Asheville, and yeah, man, you guys got to come visit me.
For sure. What made you choose Knoxville?
When you're when you're right there, San Diego is close to LA, but outside of that, we're not close to really anything except, cities on the on the coast. When you get to that part of the nation, you're close to Asheville, North Carolina. You're close to Johnson City. You're close to Chattanooga. You're close to Atlanta. You're close to a lot of cities within a few hour drive. We don't have that. We have LA, but other than that, Mexico, but like even if you were to go to Arizona or something, it's a 10-hour drive.
Right.
So
you should take the show on the road and like visit all these cities and check out different places.
Yeah, I got to get a camper shell for my truck because I was just gonna not have a camper shell, but I'm just gonna buy one for $1,000, and as soon as I get there, sell it for whatever. Try to get the most of your money back or make money. I don't know. Yeah, because originally I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna drive out there and put everything in the bed of my truck, and then when I get a hotel room, bring all these boxes in. I was like, this is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. If there's any rain, I've got computers and lights and Canon and Zoom and everything back there. One little rainstorm and I'm fucked. And I already got to worry about my truck even making it out there. So it's like just anything I could prevent. I'm going to. So that's
less moving parts.
Less moving parts, man. And I don't know how people used to do it, man. Like, I'm like, dude, can I really do this? Can I drive across it? I'm like, why not? Like there's people that used to go to like the Oregon Trail, or like drive across 3,000 with their dad to college. And I was like, I'm just gonna be by myself cruising. I don't know. I might want to sleep in the bed of my truck a few nights. I don't know how I want to do that. I know I want to shoot a vlog. I know I've got some jokes written down, losing your mind out there. How do I still know how to beat Ocarina of Time? Is there still a chance I could become gay? Like do one-legged ducks really swim in circles? I don't know. Just, I'm looking forward to it, man. Life on the open road.
That'll be fun. That'd be great.
Yeah,
That's
awesome,
I
figure my car will get up to 300,000 miles. So like, what's another 2,100 on it? And I already drive like a grandmother, 10 and 2, 60 miles per hour. So I'm gonna get my car checked out. I've always been good about my car maintenance and oil, and I do pretty much everything aside from clutch and transmission. But other than that, I've got a good eyeball on this stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. And knock on wood, hopefully. So
yeah.
Yeah, and what's really crazy.
When
What's up?
I was just when you move, you realize how much shit you have. Like even getting ready now to move, it's
dude,
it's crazy how much stuff you can pack into a small space.
Anybody in the chat right now, like Trent, how many things do you have around your house that you haven't used in over a year? 90% of your shit?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Right.
Like what are we doing, man?
Yeah.
So this is just going to be a good reset button in life. And hopefully I can make some money. I'm selling a kegerator for nothing, $150. It works great, works perfect. I'm gonna bring my tools because I want to eventually maybe build a shed or something. I could build a shed pretty fast. The cheapest way would just
that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
like the Craft Brew channel. Did you see them?
Not that good.
Like brew shed.
Yeah, I have a construction background, and there's like 4 levels of shed you want to do. Like the cheapest way you could go was just like dig out 4 inches of dirt everywhere, and then just put gravel down, and then maybe go from there. But like if I was a homeowner, I would dig holes 18-inch down, footers, joists, baseline. I would actually make it. I don't know, maybe put like a window on it. Yeah, maybe put a window on it. Yeah. But that's the only kind of fallback of this spot is that I don't have any storage. So it's all good. Just get those. Remember that little Costco thing or that little Amazon thing you took off? So we used as a brew in a bag thing. I'm just going to buy like 5 of those and just have those kind of all around the living room. So I'm stoked, man. But enough about me, man. What's to do with you, man? You're back. You're killing it with the content. What's going on with your next video?
So this week I'm doing a radler actually. So I brewed like a Helles and then I'm gonna mix it with some blood orange.
Yeah, you are.
And just have it on tap.
Nice, dude.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like a Valentine's Day themed, that kind of thing.
Good for you.
For the wife.
Yeah, we made shandies last night, man. It was delicious.
It's really like they're just so refreshing, easy to drink.
Summer beers, citrus beers. We were getting kind of silly last night. We kind of gave it like a surstrumming vibe, but we were doing like mixing eggs with beer and shots of whiskey.
I saw that clip.
Yeah, I think that was as bad as it was, but We had a really good production thing going last night. We did 3 cameras. Everybody had audio, and it was fun. And that's like our last video, so I kind of threw a little bit more money at it. You know, it was about $100 for all the tequilas and vodkas and all this shit, ginger beer, and then I paid those guys pretty well. So that's kind of our last hurrah, and that video will be live probably in about 3 weeks. So yeah, so we were doing shandy beers with whiskey, and they were still delicious, man.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of
What was
hard.
the point of the egg?
What's up?
What was the point of the egg?
I have never drinking a
Just fucking
cocktail.
around?
Yeah, I've never done I don't know like what was it a cocktail? Is it a hangover cure? I've seen it in movies. I saw it in the movie Cocktail with
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, and I talked to Maury. He said they're delicious. I talked to Goman. He says he's got like real chickens, like real farm eggs that he could bring over. He forgot. Luckily, I still had 2 of mine. And I don't know. We were trying to invent drinks last night. You know, we were like, hey, we're gonna call this the Maury after pill instead of like the morning after pill.
Right.
The 1-800-BRAJ. Just, you know, every drink is obviously man-made. You say it enough times, maybe become a thing. But just Lagarita, a lot of lime juice, a little bit maybe sugar. Pacifico, and a shot of tequila or something, and it was good, man. It was really good. It was good, man. Yeah. What are you drinking, Braj? Should I go get a beverage? I'm kind of being
Get one. I'm actually. Are you not drinking this week as well?
No, I'm drinking more than everybody in the chat combined this week because I'm leaving, and there's like I've got a pretty good group of friends. I think Goman's gonna have a thing for me, and Booze Brothers is, and a lot of going away stuff, so I got to kind of not anything. I'm gonna party my ass off this whole month, but then I'm gonna be bored out of my mind in Tennessee. But I'm looking forward to that because I gotta play catch up with this channel, man. Gotta play catch up. But let me go get a beer, man. Hold it down. I'll be back.
Cool. Sounds good. So chat, what's going on? What's everyone brewing right now? As I said, I'm brewing a Hellas. First time I brewed a Hellas. But I'm brewing it under pressure, so that makes it a little easier. So I don't have to worry too much about temp control. But I'm still waiting on it. I'm actually drinking another Hellas from the brewery right now, just like to get like a sense of what, just found one at the store, sense what it's like. But yeah, I'm gonna mix it with blood orange soda, which blood oranges right now are easy to find, but blood orange juice is really hard to find. So I was lucky to find like a blood orange soda that I could use. So I'm gonna do I'm splitting half the batch, do half of it just straight Hellas, and the other half I'm gonna do a combo 50-50 blood orange juice and Hellas and have it on tap. And just want to do something for my wife because she is a beer drinker but likes more like fruited based stuff, and just thought I'd give it a try. A lot of love for the Hellas in the chat. How the Hellas are you guys? I'm also doing another cider, so I've had a lot of love for the cider videos that I've done. So I'm gonna be doing more ciders coming up. One of them's a pear cider that I'm gonna mix in with some like tequila. Should be really good. And yeah, I actually got it planned out the next few months and kind of plan what I'm gonna brew. So if you have any suggestions something you want me to brew, let me know. I got a lot of people asking for hazies when I asked the question, and sours, which I've never done a sour. So maybe somebody can tell me how to do it, or I could just watch some tutorials on how to do a sour. It's a little intimidating for me, having never done one, but yeah. Let's see what's going on in the chat. St. Patty's Day. Yeah, I'm planning to do an Irish red ale as well. Pilsner, nice. Okay, someone asked what a Hellas is, and I'm sure somebody smarter than me can answer, but it is like a German lager, essentially like a pale lager. I think Hellas literally means pale in color, but just a light colored, easy drinking German lager. Mine had some German Pilsner, some German wheat, and usually we use like a German noble hop, but I used Warrior because I just wanted something neutral to not conflict too much with the blood orange that I'd be adding in.
Hi is back.
Philly Sour. You're back?
Yeah, we're gonna do
We're just talking.
talking shit about me. Good. We're
Pretty much, yeah.
We're gonna make a cocktail right now.
Oh, nice. What is it? I can make one too.
I'm doing vodka, a little bit of lime juice, splash lime juice, and 7-Up. I was drinking a lot of IPAs yesterday.
That was gonna be a beer.
It was.
It was gonna be a beer cocktail.
It was. It was. But we went out last night. There's a bar down the street. We were playing pool. Lost $100 to Goman. And I had like 4 IPAs there. So I'm kind of just like beard out right now. But maybe this could kickstart my heart. What up, party time? What up, party time brews? For those who...
His videos kill me.
Dude, he's the funniest YouTuber on YouTube. He's the funniest guy in the Brewtube community.
It's great.
20 minutes in, for those who were here, just got here, this is Trent, the Brew Show. He's got a great channel. We have a link in the description for them. Congratulations on your success, man. What are you up to now? About 14,000 subscribers?
Yeah, just below 14, I think.
Hey now,
so.
Braj.
Yeah, it's been great.
Wow. You definitely set a record for the fastest guy to do it. And you put in a lot of hard work, man. You know, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. The formula is the formula. You get in what you put out, man, and you're on a good one, brother. So congratulations to your success.
Well, thanks, and thank you for all the support. Obviously, like I think I told her before, but like CH was one of the first people to ever reach out to me, one of the YouTubers. So that was a big like motivation boost and kept me going in it. So
yeah. Are you a little bit more comfortable like with people you know in really life knowing about your YouTube stuff, or you kind of keep it more private?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with it. Like most of my people that I work with know, and like it's like one of those things like they're like interested for like 5 minutes and they're like, oh,
right,
cool. They never ask me about it again.
Right,
so.
right. Yeah, it's really cool when people know it organically, and when you have to explain it, it's the most embarrassing you'll ever be. But I went on a date a couple Fridays ago, and I was doing valet, and there was a dude as I was walking out after dinner, and I was getting my car, and another guy came up and was like, hey man, like you're the beer guy, I made a keg grader video. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, but when you have to explain it, you're like, me and my friends drink beer, we put it on the internet, and I don't know, it's just like, what do you do, what are you talking about, dude? Right. Yeah,
it like sounds ridiculous if you're just like quickly trying to explain it, but then like I always try and preface it like trying to teach people, like I'm trying to do like educational, and they're like, oh,
right,
instead of just like I'm getting
right. And there's
on the internet.
and there's two, I think there's two douchebag words in here. Like when people think, oh, like he's an influencer, or when people talk like I'm an influencer or I'm a YouTuber, you're like, what? Shut the hell up. But influencer and YouTuber to me are the exact opposite. When I think of influencer, I think of girls on Instagram with their fake titties hanging out that just take selfies all day, and it works because people want to see girls with beers, good looking shots and sunsets and food, living like that. YouTuber is video production. It is a video production small brand. It is the exact opposite of taking cell phone pictures.
Right. So, I mean, there certainly are people that kind of blend those two, but yeah, I feel like we're definitely the people, the homebrewers are not.
No. And I think homebrewing, it's got kind of a blue collar community, kind of like mechanic, kind of, I don't know, maybe green thumbers or gardeners, where there's just something where there's like a pride of ownership, and you're like, you know, you feel good about it. You made it. You know, at the end of the day, you're like, okay, this is cool. You're not just like, we're not just making reaction videos to what's going on in Entertainment Tonight, Hollywood, or what this guy said or this person did. You know, it's like there's a vibe, there's a pride of ownership thing that you get from completing a home brew. You know, you're talking about a brew day, you're talking about a storage, you're talking about a bottling or a CO2 day, which still takes me a couple hours just to cake beers off and stuff like that. It takes a few hours, especially when I'm filming. Waiting a couple more days and then drinking it. So there's just that bond that we have. So I don't know.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
And people get stuff out of our videos, whereas like I don't know what you get out of like influencer videos besides like new like hard seltzer to go try.
And it's weird because I've worked at breweries and they go in there and they flash their titties out and they get free beer and then they're like on to the next brewery. I'm like, what'd you do? Like what? Like that wasn't a collab. You didn't make beer. You just like took like a 4-pack, put it on your head, put your tongue out, and took a picture. And they're like, what was that? What'd you even do? You looked pretty, I guess. I mean, that's what you did. You sat there and looked pretty. And I don't know. It's like the one person I probably couldn't have on. You know, I could have YouTubers on. I could have Brewtubers on. I could have homebrewers on. I can't have influencers on because I don't think they actually know shit about beer. And you have to be a girl. There's no guy. You want to see a selfie with a dude with like a, you know, a East Coast Jersey Shore haircut with muscles and beer. Like, you have to be a good looking girl for it to work. Captain Built. I think I got another. Hey now, Alyaz Mohammed. We make homebrewing sexy. Much love, Alyaz Mohammed. I got my stupid Streamlabs Prime notification showing up right now. And I got another subscriber. Thanks, Jeff. And Philip Stevenson, much love for becoming a member. The Braj Army. Bum, 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 bum. So yeah, I wanted to give a thank you to you because I made that hard cider video based off pretty much your content strategy. Yeah, and it's good. It's really good. I should be drinking that. Yeah, and I always kind of knocked that stuff, taking juice or concentrate and fermenting it, but I was wrong. I'm gonna do it more.
Right, it can be done well, but kind of like your old cider video, like if you just kind of
with the bread yeast.
Not saying that you don't know what's going on, but like you just start throwing things in.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict like how it's gonna turn out.
Yeah. So I want to do it. What was the story with your Tepache? Tepache,
yeah.
How does that? What goes in there?
So that's just like a naturally fermented drink. It's actually like lactobacillus. So there's no yeast involved in that. Well, whatever might be on the skins of like the pineapple. But you just like chop up pineapple, throw it in some water with a little bit of sugar, and there's this thing called PNCO, which is like brown sugar, cinnamon kind of like thing. You might see it like Mexican grocery stores.
Yeah.
Usually they throw that in.
Those are my favorite grocery stores.
They're the best. They have the best like produce, best avocados.
Everything's exclusive. You can only get it there.
Yeah. Yeah, but you just put it in like a jar, like a kombucha jar or like a big mason jar or something like that, and it ferments for a few days, and it's really good. It has like a bit of funk. It's sweet, pineapple. It's hard to beat that.
That's awesome, man. And I'm going to copy your video again because I'm looking at all your videos that have the most views, and I'm just going to make those videos. So I'm going to make that Tepache video, man. We got a new Braj. What up, Jeff? Come on down.
Come here.
Jeff, I like it. He keeps it simple. What's up?
That's what I do too. Like the Tepache, I got that from like a Bon Appetit video. Brad Leon, he does all these like fermentations. So I saw it and I was like, that looked amazing. Make it. Turned out great. So then I made it again for the video and
sick.
It's doing great.
Yeah, I gotta subscribe to more channels, man, because I pretty much only watch Brewtubers and CraigTube. I don't know why I'm so addicted to watching CraigTube lately, but I saw Chris Vodka.
Are you going like back to the archives of CraigTube, or are you just watching new stuff?
It's just YouTube, right? You watch a 30-minute video, next thing you know, you've got 10 of their videos that show up on your homepage. And I don't know how my TV works, because there's like obviously Mac OS X and iOS and different versions of like YouTube Mobile and YouTube.com. It's a little bit different in my bedroom, and that's why I like watching most of my YouTube videos, because I'm not distracted and I don't have a smartphone anymore, so I'm watching everyone's videos. But interesting for CraigTube, he doesn't monetize his videos. Have you ever noticed that?
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I know. What's up?
Ads even if you're not monetized.
No.
I thought they showed ads even if you're not monetized.
No, I think he's got this rebellion thing against YouTube where he disables all ads. There's no ads on his videos because he doesn't want YouTube to make money off him. So he's like, if you're going to mess with my... Because they've pulled his channel, I think, a couple times because he goes on political rants. And he actually announced in one of his last videos to go follow him over on Rumble. And he brought it up. Rumble is like the new uncensored, not right wing, but just like 90s YouTube. So if you want to go, if you want to go over there, I don't know, man. I don't know. But he was talking about promoting a channel over there where Craig, what are you going to do? You're an 85-year-old guy. You just talk about politics. I don't think you're going to get a following, bro. I don't know.
Maybe he knows more than us. And he'll, like, just like he is on YouTube, he'll have like so many views because he's like an early adapter.
Yeah. But check out his videos. You're not going to know it. You'll never see an ad on there. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah. I know. Like if I got demonetized, I wouldn't keep putting content out. There's no way.
Right.
On the same channel? Maybe start a new channel.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, something happened today. I got my first t-shirt from Chris Vodka. I'm going to go put it on really fast. Be right back.
Nice.
So
Is Chris Vodka in the house? Oh, nice. What's up, Chris? Gnome Brewing in the house as well. Zach, Pearson. A lot of good people here tonight. Tube. Maybe I'll start a new channel where I just go on political rants, then occasionally brew something. It's kind of fun doing the live stream, and I'm always curious to know like if my like subscriber base would be interested in me doing a live stream. You know, let me know if that's something people are interested. I would love to do something. Maybe I don't know. Brew Day would seem a bit daunting, but maybe do something like tasting or I don't know. Give it a shot.
I'm back. Check it out.
Yeah, let's see. There's a delay.
It should be rolling.
Check it out.
I gotta wash it first. It smells all chemically from when they're new like this.
It's fresh off the press.
But it was perfect size. I think I got it on the website.
Oh, that's awesome.
Homebrew Not Dead, man. Kind of ripped off the
That's great.
70s and 80s. Punk's Not Dead. But big shout out to Chris Vodka, man, for helping me out. Much love, Chris, if you're still in here. I think you are.
I love
ranting while brewing. Craig too.
For a rip off of something.
What's up?
I said I love that almost all your shirts are a rip off of something.
Pretty
It's
much.
like taking it and making it better.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of where the humor comes from is like if someone just said homebrewing,
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't in this style of font, I don't know. Maybe that t-shirt wasn't as big as I thought, but I used to wear a Punk's Not Dead t-shirt. But thanks, Tom. What up, Tom Alvarado? I'm only in for his killer teas. What up, Theron? Andy Ives. What are we talking about? Okay, Chris is here. I don't know. I just Slave kind of did that. Zero did that. A lot of skateboard companies do that.
Yeah.
I think I had an Epic Mealtime shirt. You know, remember the sticker that said Andre the Giant has a posse? Remember the Obey?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Epic Mealtime came out with a t-shirt that had like a fat Ronald McDonald and said obese instead of obey. No.
Right.
Just shit like that. Hey, we just got a big super chat from Zach Pearson. Best of luck to you in the new locations and move. Let's do a mandatory beer chug. Zach Pearson, we will most definitely do a mandatory beer chug or a mandatory vodka chug, man. Much love, Zach. Tread, you got something to chug? You got 3 things back there.
I got something.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I'm gonna chug this.
Woo!
Just say it.
Triple combo. Get it from your guys' angle now. I'm filling this back up. Solid
Yeah, I'm gonna
NBC.
get another beer real quick.
Much love, Zach Pearson, man. Thank you, Braj. I got to go back to my original donations alerts. But I'm glad that everyone's here, man. Half an hour in, we got the Brew Show on. We got a link in the description. We got Theron, who's a moderator. We got people becoming Braj members of the Braj Army. Jeff, 2 Jeffs. Philip Stevenson. Much love, man. We got Mike here, Trans Am guy. What's going on, man? MVC IPA. Nathaniel Hurley. Holy shit, the Book of Boba Fett brought me here. What does that mean? What does that mean?
That's that Disney Plus show.
Oh, cool. Right on, man.
It's pretty good.
Just got another super chat from It's Just Paul. Took a biology class this semester. One of the classes we were talking about brewing and making beer. From watching everyone's videos, I feel like I should teach the class that day. Hey, man, I have no background in brewing. My whole experience is just based off trial and error, which I think is the best way to learn, man. Just fuck up and don't give up and keep showing passion. And you get that old man knowledge, that old man strength, the shit they can't teach in school.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember I used to think I was so cool when I like walk into a brewery and they'd be like, "What are the 4 ingredients of beer?"
Yeah.
And nobody would know. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
let me break it down for you."
But I've been on the other side of that, and I used to hate beer snob guys that would come in and they would ask you questions just to answer it, and they'd be like, "Hey, man, have you ever tried about using like White Lab 0658 Lab on your signature IPA?"
Right. Yeah.
And you're like, "No." And they're like, "Well, you should, because you'd get like estery, like non-off flavors of this." I'm like, you could say that about any yeast or any beer, you know, like, as much as I love beer and making beer, I don't like the snobbiness of it. But you're whatever, man. It's it's one shitty customer every 6 months. Like, that's a good 6 months.
Right. In like San Diego, is there a lot of that, like home brewers coming up and being like, "I'm a home brewer," to like a brewery?
It's the guys that brew beer once and they run into the homebrew store and they're all like, "Dude, I just brewed the best beer ever." But I think true homebrewers that have made 10 or 15, 20 batches, it's a humbling experience to have a shitty batch of beer and to keep going with homebrewing. So you're kind of like, you lose that. And at the end of the day, like, most people don't stick around with homebrewing. So a lot of the kids that, realistically brew one batch of beer, what's the percent of the people that never brew after that ever again? I'd imagine it's probably pretty high.
Right.
So I don't know. We got Gnome in the house, man. The rake systems and mash tuns were invented in Rhode Island in 1892. The more you know. You know what else was invented in Rhode Island was that movie, Me, Myself, and Irene. That was a great Rhode Island movie,
really?
man. Yeah. Chris
That's a
Vodka.
good movie. I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's a great movie. It's the Fairley Brothers, man. It's such a good movie. They're so.
Yeah.
I just watched Shallow Hal the other night, man. They're so damn funny. Did CH announce he's moving? I came in late. Yes, Chris Vodka. I am moving to Knoxville, Tennessee. I signed a lease Monday morning. And I'm out of there, man. But I'll be back. I've got a lot of friends here. And I don't think moving is as gnarly as it used to be. Like back in the 90s, everything was just communication. You saw your relatives once a year. Now it's like social media, FaceTime, Zoom. Like, I didn't even go to this house. I don't even have a smartphone. And they would just Zoom me or what's the other one? Skype me. And they would just walk around and show me the whole neighborhood. And you see kids running around outside. You're like, "Hey, this is good enough for me, man."
That's exactly what I did too. I didn't see my new place.
Oh, really?
Like Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. It's crazy. It's the world we live in, I guess. But like, it's
awesome.
also like with people working too. Like, so many people are moving because they can just work remotely.
Dude, on paper, somebody wrote in here that I'm paying too much. I'm paying $1,500 for a 2-bedroom. He said in Texas you can get a place for about $750. I know a buddy who makes $300,000 a year for Google, and he works remotely. So he moved to Colombia. He's just like, "Dude, I'm gonna go."
Wow.
Yeah, like on paper, I should go to like Acapulco. I should go to Tulum. I am going to Tulum.
Yeah.
But
nice.
just to visit. But
yeah, you could live like anywhere. You can live. Got
you're
nothing holding you back.
you're gonna get here soon, man. I'll give you another 2 years, and you'll probably be doing this full time. Depends how obnoxious you want to be with your merch store, man. You just got to take all your soul and integrity out and just plug the merch. I know you hate doing it.
I don't need to do it. Theron would do it for me.
Theron will do it for you. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, man. In yeast we trust. Much love. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber, Kingpin, probably my favorite Fairley Brothers movie. Arno,
Did they do the one where it's the conjoined twins?
Yeah, that bombed. That was a bad. Well, they did Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear. I was like, these guys aren't funny, and you're doing a comedy.
It's a weird combo.
Yeah, this is a weird chemistry. Like, if you didn't do Dumb and Dumber with Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey, but did them for that, it would have been a completely different movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Do I have any homies out in Knoxville? I've got friends in Asheville now, which is about 2 hours away, which is nothing. 2 hours
Oh,
drive.
really? I didn't realize it was that close.
It's very close. Yeah, we're on. Yeah. But I kind of wanted to not have any friends out there. You know, I live in the same high school town. I live in the same town I went to high school in, and I do YouTube for a living. I love like what this little thing I've built. Life's good, but I also kind of feel like a burnout. Just staying here and seeing the old dive bars. What are people doing? Pool halls, seeing what's going on with people, and it's just time for me to change up something in my life. So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be cool. I feel like I'm going off to college again. Barbecue Larry. I feel like I'm going off to college again, and I'm doing it. So I'll be in Knoxville, Tennessee, March 1st. I paid rent here. I paid rent there, so I really don't have to. Oh, I mean, I have to be out of here at the end of the month. Maybe I could do like a prorated thing. I don't think March 1st is a hard get out, but yeah, I just spent like $5,000 this week. It was a lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah, rent $2,000 here, deposit $1,500, March rent $1,500. Yeah, so it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to leave.
Get out of California.
Yeah,
Save
but
some money.
and I want like I kind of want just a year of homebrew for life, and I want to do all the videos I should have done. You know, like it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not what you do; it's how you do it. Like the Brew Show, you could make any video, and people are still gonna watch it. You talk about water chemistry for 10 minutes. Talk about making mole enchiladas, right? People are still gonna watch it. But you got to kind of go after those videos that are obviously more appealing to the naked eye. And like, that's what I need to do for an entire year. And the more subscribers and love and Barrage Army and donations and the merch you get, the easier life is. And I want to make life easier because I want to be, my biggest inspiration in the world, man, is Sam the Cooking Guy. Nobody puts out more content than that guy. He's 62 years old. Oh. He puts out a video, I feel like it's every 4 hours. And they're really good videos. Yeah. And he's got restaurants. I mean, how do you do this, man? Just got
that's
crazy. I mean, pull up Sam the Cooking Guy's channel. I guarantee you he's got an upload today and yesterday and the day before.
I thought you were gonna say you wanted to be the Mr. Beast of the homebrewing world.
Yeast and the Beast? Oh,
Mr. Beast.
No, I was like Mr. Beans, the Italian guy.
Oh, he could be that guy.
Yeah, Larry, come visit me, man. Come out and retire in either Knoxville, Johnson City, or Chattanooga, and you could still buy a killer house out there, man, for about $250,000. $250,000 in San Diego. I don't even think it'll get you a trailer park, Trent. I mean, you probably live in a more expensive place than I do, right? West Hollywood?
North Hollywood? Yeah, I don't know. Probably. Actually, I think it's about the same when we were talking before.
It's ridiculously high if you want to get, you know, like the house that I got in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'll pull it up here in a second. Maybe I shouldn't. No, I will.
Yeah. The address.
Zip code. That house, though, that house in Carlsbad Village where I live would probably be somewhere around $3,700.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I pay $2 now. And I have a steel. And when I take off and they redo the bathroom and stuff, they're not going to rent this place out for cheaper than $2,500 with a single car garage. The beach is right here. The public school systems are phenomenal. But out there, you know, you just leave California and your money goes further.
So what are the video, like, do you have like a video list of the things you want to get done? Or is there like one particular that?
Yeah, I'm gonna make as soon as I go out there. I'm gonna try not to make any food videos, but I don't know if I don't know if I trust myself.
Like going out.
Yeah,
get going out there.
Get going out there. I'm gonna have a lot of people coming out and visiting. I've got most of my friends aren't married with kids. It's a very small percentage. It's nothing like how our parents' generation was. Everybody was married with kids at 30. Yeah, so I'm just, you know, I'm going to go out there. The first video I'm going to make is I'm going to make a chest freezer way. And there's obviously ways you could make the chest freezer nice. You could hit it with teak oil. You could hit it with stain. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to make a conventional chest freezer. Like I might buy the chest freezer new, but we're doing 2x4. I'm not going to do a drip tray on it. I hate those drip tray things. Put a bucket underneath it. Every time you go to clean your drip tray, it's like got the greenest, most turquoise. Because you always forget to change it out after you drink. When you go back, you're like, what is this? This looks like it's.
I feel like you never realize how much like liquid's in there either.
No, just put a bucket underneath there, man. And you don't need to have 10 things on tap. I typically I just clean my whole system. I've got one tap that goes, and I go I'll open the fridge and I'll take the beer off post and I'll just clip it around to which one I want. You don't need 10 fucking, you're not a bar, you're not a brewery. You just need one or two. And I'm just going to do it the very homebrew for life way, just economical, cheap. I don't know. Just you need a skill saw, some glue, and a screwdriver to take the lid off, and you're cooking with grease. So I'm gonna make that video. I made a DIY keg video. People still watch that. I got comments on that today, and that's what I love about brewing is that it's not software that changes. Just people have been doing this for decades now, the same way. The wheel is the same.
I loved Matt Ushman's he put the taps in the wall.
Great video.
That was pretty sweet.
It was a great video.
That was cool.
Trev Who, nice to see you're interviewing your North County replacement. Trev Who, man, good times last night. That was fun. He took off before we were chugging the eggs. But I talked to Maury this morning. He's like, dude, I'm not hungover at all. And I'm like, I'm paying for a little bit. And he's like, yeah, I think that egg thing saved me. And I'm like,
it works.
Maybe. I don't know. If you can chug a raw egg with I did it in Pacifico. Maury did it, I think, with Southo's Vienna Lager. So I don't know. He might be onto something.
That's the key. It's the
Southo
beer.
It's to plug your brewery. Yeah. Richard Motter. Bodine's Brews just tipped $50. That's an NBC. And Trent, we are going out tonight. Bodine's Brews, man. He is the Braj. Nice. Mashmaker Challenge donated $5. Trent, I don't know why you don't stream, man. I don't know why you don't stream, brother.
I was actually talking about that with the chat earlier. I should probably do it. I just didn't know if there was an interest in it, but it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and it allows me to by far do this thing full time. It is my biggest avenue of income because people like Gnome, and it's just Paul, Bodine's Brews, and the Mashmaker Challenge. You know what ad revenue is. You know what affiliate marketing is. You know what merch sales are going to be, but this is you could just make $200 like that, and you're like, what the hell, so thank you to all the
saying the margins are good on live streams.
Yeah. And Bodine, Zach Pearson, man, all you guys, Garrett Hunt, that night was legendary, man. Me and just bought plane tickets that night or something. That was fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the whole trip got paid for, and it was awesome.
How was that trip, by the way?
It was fun, and I talked to Kyle today, and I talked to Kyle yesterday, and I said, when can we do this? What up, Elementary Brian? I said, when can we do this? Because Kyle doesn't edit his videos. He's got this barrage named Nathaniel and this barrage named Lawson. And I made a YouTube video last night, kind of doing a little teaser. I don't know if you watched that video. Mm-hmm. But the two guys you don't recommend, you don't notice, it's me, Just, Ross, Emmett, Kyle, which we're all in front of the camera. The two guys behind it never want to be on video. And they're just grinding there doing on Final Cut Pro at the Clawheimer place at their offices. 2 full-time guys, 2 full-time jobs. It's crazy. And, Clawheimer does good. They do good with their brand. They've got a great premium indoor electric product, but they lose money on their YouTube videos because I don't know, because they're not making money on ad revenue, but it could promote sales, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So as far as if they just didn't have the business of, selling their products, their distilling stuff and their all-in-one electric brew system, they would be in the red to, be paying 2 editors to make. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's like an ad, every video is like an ad for their product. So.
Not only that, it's way better than an ad because it's like that, it's like if Tool Time came out with their DeWalt or their Milwaukee brand, it's well, I want that now, Hilti, these guys cracked me up. They taught me how to make a mailbox. I'm going to buy their product now. If I was already in the market, for $1,000, whatever, Grainfather or $899 thing. It's like, yeah, yeah, I'd rather, maybe throw my money at these guys.
Yeah. So you're going full electric system then?
No.
Right? You're gonna get the full claw hammer?
No, I'm gonna do it my same way, man. I'm gonna bring a burner out there, and just use my little sous vide stick thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When you met Ross, were you guys like doing this like mirror thing where you mirror each other moves?
I was nervous at first because me and Kyle went out and Kyle picked me up and I called him. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna put the camera right in front of your face when you show up. He's like, totally, go for it. And you'll see it in the video. That's exactly what I do. And we went out to drink, and Kyle's very good about being a beer drinker. Like when me and my friends, we go out, we just kind of drink whatever. Kyle's like, we're going to have one beer here and we're going to leave, and we're going to go somewhere else, and we're going to have one beer here and we're going to leave. That's what we did the whole trip. It was a very good, disciplined drinker.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So we went out the first night, and then he brought me back to the studio that night, and I was the way you see it on their channel isn't how I pictured it at all, aside from the backdrop. But I'm looking around, and it was like, wow, I wouldn't have drew up the floor plan this way. But nonetheless, we talked about like his trials and tribulations, because he's got a lot of heat with him as a distiller, and there's been like calls from the FBI and people trying to reach out, or somebody, it doesn't matter if you're a grandfather or your anvil or something, somebody's dog just bit a cord, or somebody got electrocuted and died. Like, you got, over the last course of 10 years, there's going to be problems with anything that could go with selling lawnmowers or selling whatever. I mean, there's a reason that every brand has like a warranty and a disclaimer, like, do not do this, do not do it overnight, do not do it, shit like that. So he's had to deal with stuff like that. And I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. And we went home. The Airbnb is under, he's got this huge house, this huge 3-story house, and the Airbnb is at the bottom of it. Have you ever been to Big Bear?
I have, many times. Yes.
Okay, so all those custom homes are all kind of on a hill?
Yep.
That's kind of how Asheville is.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything's a custom home. There's not really track homes, and houses are just kind of like sporadic. It's not like LA suburbia, Encinitas suburbia, where every 4 houses are the same, and it's kind of cookie cutter. And his Airbnb is at the bottom, and I didn't sleep good at all. I think I went to bed at like,
just snores.
Just wasn't in yet.
Okay.
Just wasn't in yet. And I slept for maybe 3 or 4 hours. I wasn't hungover, but I was just kind of jet lagged, different time zone, cold. I wanted to run at 7 in the morning. It's pitch black out there at 7 in the morning, or it was at that time of the year. What was it, 3 weeks ago? Yeah. And Kyle picked me up, and we drove to, like, he lives right up the street from New Belgium, from Fat Tire. So we picked up some stuff there. Like, everybody knows him. Like, we went to Fat Tire and we drank for free, and they treated us like royalty. It was so rad. I mean, Ross does work there, but we got in there, and I met Emmett and Nathaniel. Like, right when I got there, I didn't sleep well, and they're touching, they're laving me up, and
they're touching you, and
yeah. It was like, is everybody blind? Like, I have a blind cousin. He's got like touch your face. Like, goes up to everybody and like rubs his face on you. It's like, it wasn't like that, but but I met Lawson, then I met Nathaniel, and then I met Emmett, and then Ross. And I was like, hey man, you guys know, like, big fan of your content, this and that. Like, cool, yeah, cool. And just showed up, and then it was kind of on, like, just mile a minute. We're all talkers. We can get it going. And then we started drinking like halfway through the brew day. So everything just kind of like felt like homebrew for life. Felt like, we were back at my place. But I was kind of nervous in the beginning, because I don't know. But I was like, for the first time, Kyle was like, dude, what do you want me to do? Because usually I'm the guy that's like, shut up, quiet on set, turn your phone off, get out of here, go and do it again. Maury, do it again. Audio was off. Dude, you fucking filmed it at 60. We shot it at 24. Like, so that was cool. I was like, hey man, what do you want me to do? He's like, pretend to spank this with a paddle. Like, you bend over, wrestle Ross. I was like, I'm down. Tell me what to do. I'll roll off the fucking roof and chug a beer or something. Like, I just don't want to be the guy that's like directing this video.
Yeah,
It was
yeah. So who
awesome.
is directing it? Who
Kyle,
was? Like, is it Kyle? Yeah. Is it all
it's
his vision and the editors just make it happen, or do they
yeah.
have some input?
So I filmed with Photo Kevy last night, and when we were uploading his videos to my computer, it took a half an hour, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?" You know, because it was 125 gigabytes. New rule: if you're filming for me,
8K.
I don't want 4K. 4K means nothing to me, and you're not giving me a credit card or a SD card that has more than 10 gigabytes on it. There's no reason to film that much. And I had like 150 gigabytes on it. And I was just like, damn, dude, like, it's my fault for not telling him up front, like, dude, turn the goddamn camera off. Unless you're editing it.
Right.
If you're editing the video, film whatever you want. If I'm editing the video, and I'm going to, because I've edited all 200 videos, you got to be less aimless. You got to, homebrew for life. It's 2 seconds B-rolls every shot. Bing, bing,
Right.
bing, bing, bing. He lets everybody fly. Kyle's just like, dude, they keep cameras rolling all day and they're swapping batteries out. And I was getting like an anxiety attack. I'm like, who the fuck is going to edit this? Like, I would never edit this video. This would spend me 2 days just to look at. And they're like, it does. And I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, that's why you have editors. So
Yeah.
You're just gonna film everything. You got to have
Yeah.
editors.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll do mandatory beer chugs. I'll, put me in front of the camera. And me and Ross had really good chemistry, man. I sent him out a package. I sent him, Gnome, and Apartment Steve some t-shirts and some beers from local breweries and stuff. And we've been texting a little bit back and forth. He's super stoked. But by the time I left that trip, I felt like I knew those dudes forever and ever. So it's there if they want it. I'll be 2 hours away. We can collab. They can come to me. I can come to them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is awesome, man. It is awesome.
And Martin too. He's in somewhere over there in North Carolina, right?
I've never talked to the Homebrew Challenge.
You got to make that happen.
Got to make it happen, but he doesn't do social media. Him and Larry don't do social media. No, him and David Heath don't do social media.
David Heath. Okay.
David Heath doesn't do it. But it's all good. It's all good. Patrick Sandy, distilling water only. I'm doing that in the video because my uncle does have a clawhammer system, and I have moonshine from him right now that I'm probably gonna have to throw out because I'm never gonna be able to drink it. But I'm like, small world. My uncle bought a system off him to make like essential oils. Like give him the way.
Right.
He's making distilled water. If you're picking up my drift.
They sell these like air stills. I don't know if you ever watched Still It. It's a YouTube channel, just like only stilling.
Watch it all the time. I love that guy's channel. He's very inspiring.
Yeah.
He's got a clawhammer type
great.
studio set up. Yeah, it's a great channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got like an air still, which is just like a tabletop still that you just like plug in. And it's like, that is pretty genius.
Yeah.
I would get that just to distill like water, even like for brewing. That would be great instead of having to pay for it.
Yeah. What was this virus protection bullshit? Yeah, shout out to Still It, man. Have you ever talked to that guy?
No, I haven't.
He talks a little bit to Clawhammer. I saw him comment on Clawhammer's video and they hit 100,000 subscribers, and I reached out to him just through some comments. I was like, hey, you have a great channel. Maybe we could collab sometime. But he didn't get back to me. But, I love his channel nonetheless. But does he ever do beer? Or is every video moonshine?
It's pretty much, some kind of alcohol. Sometimes, like, he's done some wild videos where he takes, like, root beer and stills it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know. I love that channel. But I don't do any stilling. I just enjoy it.
He's got a great channel. I think I found out about his channel. He did, like, some banana peel thing, and it did really well in the algorithm, and probably why YouTube recommended it to me. Mm-hmm. And, I subscribed, and that was that. Let me try to change something up really fast.
Party Time says he's tried distilling water, but it takes about 2 days.
It takes forever. It takes forever.
I bet.
Yeah.
I'm not usually one to like plan that far ahead, so that would be kind of tough.
Yeah. I don't know why it changes. I don't like these stupid notifications it does.
Oh, yeah, Bearded and Bored. That's a good channel too.
Bearded and Bored.
He does a lot of distilling, and says the Stilling Fairy stopped by last night to distill his alcohol.
Larry, Barbecue Larry, social media sucks. Social media is rad if you only keep it to beer. If you only follow like the close circle. If you're following like thousands of people, I'd have a fucking anxiety attack. I would have my first anxiety attack. If I followed 1,000 people, and some people do. Like you go on Instagram and they're like, they follow 3,000 people. I'm like, how does that work? How do you follow?
Right. You just gotta like mute people.
I got to the point.
Then it's like, why are you following them? I don't know.
Oh, I have no loyalty with social media. Like people are like, dude, you unfollowed me. I'm like, fuck you, dude. And I'm gonna slap a beer out of your hand. It's like, bro, why'd you unfollow me, man? I got called out by a Booze Brothers worker for that, and I was like, you can't say that as a grown ass man. You can't go up to somebody and be like, bro, did you block me on Facebook or unfriend me or take me off your MySpace top 8? I'm like, first rule of manhood: don't complain about not being a pen pal buddy with someone on the internet on a stupid phone app that you double tap and it sends somebody a heart to.
Right.
Don't complain about not getting that from somebody. And I get
but those
it.
hearts, they mean something.
And I get it. The whole Instagram platform was based off follow for follow. You follow me, you like my stuff, right? Which is pretty much the exact opposite of YouTube and Twitch. YouTube and Twitch is like, I don't know who follows this channel. I don't know who thumbs ups it. I mean, if you never got a comment from people, you would never know who watched your videos or not, which I love because it's more anonymous.
Yeah, I do too.
How do I do this? How did I don't know. I gotta just spend like a whole week on Streamlabs. What's your Streamlabs? Is that Nathaniel?
I know nothing.
Is that Nathaniel from is that the editor at is that my barrage? No, it's not.
Oh, from Climber?
This is a white guy. Yeah.
God.
What up, Dominic? So what up, man? We're chilling, man. Sunset Hound in the house.
Back off, war child. Seriously.
Patrick Shandy's got the hookup on West Virginia Holy Water. All right, man. Good looking out for Patrick. I actually talked to him on the phone a little bit. That was when I was kind of, dude, you unfollowed me on my Netscape email. CH, will the move change any sports teams you will be following? Padres for life. I don't know. Sports to me is kind of like religion. You kind of just gets under your skin.
You become a big Titans fan.
I loved Eddie George, man. I love that Steve McNair era, the Oilers with
that was a fun
Warren Moon when they were always playing the Buffalo Bills in the early 90s, man. That was when the Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. I think that's the gnarliest stat of all time.
Yeah, I feel bad for Bills fans, man. That is rough.
I mean, the only thing that would be more difficult would be to win 4 Super Bowls in a row. But like, could you imagine the probability of like, hey, I'm going to bet on Vegas. This team's going to go to the Super Bowl for the next 4 years and lose every time. It's probably be 1,000,000 to 1 odds.
Right.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Crazy.
So who you got for this Super Bowl?
Before we get into it, can we just all agree that we need to get rid of the Pro Bowl? Can we just get rid of it once and forever? And it's just dumb and it's stupid. And if I was a coach, I wouldn't let any of my players play in it. And I get it. There's a $50,000 incentive. Does everybody get it, or do you have to win?
I have no idea. It should be gone. It should just be like a nod, like you make the Pro Bowl team. That's your nod to being a good player.
Yeah,
and they don't actually play the game because it's pointless.
It's ridiculous. I'd rather watch WNBA. I'd rather watch flag football. I'd rather watch, remember that MTV thing, like Shock and Jock thing? But it's ridiculous because, and I'm with you, like, hey, you made the Pro Bowl, right? We'll put that asterisk on your stats for your career, potential, Hall of Fame resume. We'll give that to you. We're only going to give out a certain amount for each position, and we'll give that to you. But it's like, dude, and you know what? I don't think you can really do football or MMA or boxing at like half speed. I think that's just dangerous. Like what if the guy's like, hey, on this one play, I'm actually going to go hard. You're like, what the fuck, man? Like, dude, I didn't know. I thought we talked about this before the game. But if I was a coach, and I'm actually surprised Bill Belichick hasn't lobbied to get rid of it, because I would not want my players playing in it. What is $50,000 when you're up for a potential $50,000 free agency year? Do you really need that $50K that bad? What is $50K when you're making?
What is in the NFL, that's like pennies. What is that even?
It's minimum wage. I think league minimum's like $500,000 a year.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Bold and Brass Homebrewing has a great idea. Replace the Pro Bowl with the bottom two teams playing each other for the first draft pick.
That's not a bad idea.
That'd be kind of fun.
That's not a bad idea.
Then there's something to play for.
There's something to play for, and didn't something happen in football this week? Somebody was complaining about throwing games to get better draft scores. Like we're not new to that. Like I've known that's going on since the 90s. I don't know why we're complaining about it now.
Yeah.
But back to your question, I think the Rams are going to win. I don't see when Cincinnati, who'd they beat first? The Raiders? I was like, whatever. That game's a coin flip. And then they went into Tennessee and they beat Tennessee and everyone's like, no way. There's no way that just happened. Right. And then they went into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs. And I lost money on that because I took the Chiefs -7. And it was like 21-3 and I stopped watching the game. I thought it was going to be 50-3.
Yeah.
Lightning struck twice. To go into the Super Bowl now and beat the Rams
at home, basically, right?
Pretty much. Where's the Super Bowl? California?
It's in Los Angeles. I think it's at their stadium.
That's 100% home field advantage. It's at SoFi or Wi-Fi Stadium or whatever. SoFi. To do that, like you should, like Disney's gonna make a movie about this if it happens, because it's like The Impossible, or what was the movie called with Kurt Russell and the hockey team? But I think that Invincible or Unbreakable or
one of those
inspiring bullshit. Yeah. I think there's a lot of people that aren't surprised that the Rams are in the Super Bowl, and I just think there's a lot of people that are surprised. But at the end of the day, I remember when the Broncos beat the Packers in the Super Bowl, and the Broncos were like 17-point underdogs, and they beat them pretty convincingly. So
yeah.
I like this Burrow guy. He's tough not to like. His second-year player turned around one of the shittiest franchises ever. When you think of the Bengals, you think of the Chargers, you think of the Lions, you think of when you think of winners, you think of Lakers and Boston and New York and Yankees and Boston. You do not think of Cincinnati. So more power. Right. More power. Good luck to if I had to bet on the game, I would take the Bengals plus the points. Do you know the spread?
Yeah. I don't. No. But I'm rooting Bengals too.
You got Bengals too?
That's what I want.
Pull for the underdog.
Bengals. Yeah, I do.
Jeff, it's a home game for the Rams. Miracle. Yeah, Miracle was the movie.
Miracle, yeah. That's a good one.
I'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. We'll see who's into it. Who's winners and losers of who wants to see win the Super Bowl more in the chat.
The big food of Cincinnati is like chili, right?
What happened here?
I mean, somebody in the chat will know. I think it's like a Cincinnati chili or something, but
that'd be good to know.
And then like LA, I guess LA's big food would be, I guess, Mexican food or something. Like the good question is who has the better food? The better staple food, I guess.
I mean, I got to take Mexican food over chili any day of the week, man. We're going to ask the community. I'm going to go get a beer. Hold it down, Brush. I'm going to get my first beer.
Chili on spaghetti. Yeah, it's something like that, right? Skyline, I think, is the big company. Does anyone know any great breweries in Cincinnati? Like, shout out some good ones. I've only been to Cincinnati once. Been to Cleveland a bunch, so I've been to a couple Browns games. Those are fun. Sat in the dog pound. It's a wild bunch of people. That's also got some good beer in that city too. Yeah, Skyline Chili. I mean, I live in LA, and I guess technically I should be rooting for the Rams, but it's hard to root for like a team like the Bengals. They just seem like they deserve it more, I think. I don't know. But then again, you have a quarterback on the Rams. Used to play for Detroit. Pretty crazy how you can just change up quarterback and be good. I know they changed a few other things, but
looks like it's about 50-50. I'm gonna look at the
What's
spread
50-50?
right now. Bengals Rams.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say it's Bengals plus 7. Do you think that's too many points? Rams spread.
I don't know.
You think it's not enough points? You think it might be plus 10?
It might be. I haven't even looked, so I don't really know.
That's a lot of points. I'm gonna take. I would guess it's Bengals plus 7. So I'm gonna go. Let's go to Yahoo Sports. No rings and it stings. 12 teams without jewelry. I could probably guess all those teams. We've got. They're both 4 seeds, huh? Rams -4. Rams -4. I'd still take 4 points plus the Bengals. You lose by
Rams
a field goal, you
-4.
still win. Yeah, I would think. I think it would have been more.
I don't think the Rams are as like good as they.
They started really good. They sucked, and then they got good at the end. They got hot at the end. So both teams, obviously, if you're in the Super Bowl, you're hot at the end because you have to win.
Right.
Points per game, they're both exactly at 7th in the league. Total yards 9 and 10. Passing yards 5 and 7. Very similar teams. Very similar teams. Rams have a lot more sacks though, and a lot more interceptions.
Yeah.
It's more big plays on defense.
Defense wins championships. They say.
I hear that. Pitching wins World Series. New subscriber, what's going on, Dan? All right, we'll end that poll right now. We brought up something today. We brought up something earlier. Where's our?
Well, while we're on football, we can talk about Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
And his new brewery.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Did you send that or did
A brewery
Raul?
with one. I sent that. Yes. So Troy Aikman's opened a brewery with one beer. It's a light lager. It's called like 8 Brewing Co. And it's only released in Texas.
I
And
like
watched,
it.
some video. I enjoy it, but it's just like I watched this video and he's like,
It's pretty.
the beer industry is missing. It's really lacking. So now I'm coming out with my one light lager, really shaking things up.
You know what? And there's a lot of celebrities. There's a lot of people that own not necessarily breweries, a lot of wineries, a lot of whiskey. I was thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Alcohol is recession proof. It's pretty rare for a brand to go out of business. He's got a huge following. He's huge, probably in Texas, right? Dallas. He's got to be huge all over Texas.
Right. Yeah,
Not a bad idea. Yeah. And I was just trying to think, like, who else has stock or weight in the booze game? I think Sammy Hagar has Cabo Wabo.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Dan Aykroyd has Crystal Tequila or Crystal Vodka or something. I think Lil Wayne has something. You're always seeing Puff Daddy promote some vodka or Ciroc or something. A lot of people. Who else? What other celebrities? I think Ryan Reynolds has a gin.
Ryan Reynolds
Has a gin company, right?
Hugh Jackman, I think, has something.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, on paper, it's like, how often do these places go out of business?
Right. I think it would be harder for an NFL player though, because like there are a lot of people that love you, obviously in Texas, but there's also a lot of people that probably hate you.
That's a good point.
Whereas like a celebrity probably has more, in general, love.
They're more universal.
Hate.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. San Diego, I think we probably hate our own players more, than other players because we're not a good football team. There's not a team that like knocks us out of the NFC or AFC championship every year. But that's a good point. Ryan Leaf vodka. I was like, nah, man, no one's gonna give a shit. There's not one person on planet Earth that's gonna care at all that you're doing this. The Rock has tequila. Good job, Rubio. Nice. Aviator gin for Ryan. Slipknot whiskey. We've talked about the collabs with bands. NoFX did one with Stone, Metallica.
Right.
Sublime. I think there was a Sublime beer.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Dwayne Wade has wine. Shout out to New England. Reynolds sold, I believe. Dan Copian owns Lion Cider here in Rhode Island. He was on the Patriots. Aikman probably has brain injuries. Yeast has to come in with that, man. Only we're
He's a
looking for
Texas
answers
guy,
right now, and Yeast is gonna hit us with that. Danny DeVito has stuff. The Rock, Terranama. Sammy sold Cabo Wabo. Kevin Euclid owns Loma. I know Kevin Euclid. I know him. Les
Personally?
Claypool has wine. No, I know Kevin Euclid. He's the third baseman, I think, for the Boston back in their 2004 comeback. I think.
Oh, nice.
Everybody had a beard on that Boston team. Even
Yeah, they did.
even Gnome Brewing had a beard at that time. Braj Boy Ben, what up? Dan Aykroyd has vodka. I remember that one. Maynard James Keegan owns a winery. I do not know who that is, but I believe you. HB Dale. What up, Brunch? No Effects is a punk rock band. They had a thing with Punkin Drublick, which I think was Stone, but they got in trouble. They blew it. Snoop Dogg Cali Rose. Fat Jewish has some like stupid brand. White Girl Sangria.
Yeah.
Something absolutely ridiculous. Hey, more power, man. If you got a problem with it, it's your problem. I just think it's dumb as hell, and it's my problem.
Yeah.
Mike Rowe, Noble Bourbon. Yeah. My dad
Nothing will
obsesses.
beat the Chihuahua beer.
Chihuahua beer. That's what my dad used to drink.
I know.
Yeah. The green.
Nothing will beat the Jaleel White. He's got like a line of marijuana.
There's
It's
no
like
way.
Purple Urkel.
No way. But that's probably the next move, right? Celebrities that want
Right.
to take their money and they want to throw it somewhere else. I would go cannabis, especially now. Well, it's still kind of the Wild Wild West. One would think.
Yeah.
Ron White has a tequila. Yeah, I actually watched like his MTV Cribs recently. It randomly came up. I couldn't believe it. He's got the nicest house in LA. I'm like, what'd you do? You know, you're just a comedian. It's crazy. We got our new member, Ash Barge. Welcome to Barrage Army, baby. Come on down. We got Bold as Brass Home Brewing as well, and Graylish Drinks Beer, and Dan Galish as well. We've got subscribers, we've got members, and we've got a lot of love, man. We still got 66 people here. How you doing on your end? You got to wrap it
Doing
up?
great.
We're chilling?
No, we're chilling.
All right. And to those who are new to the channel or new to the stream tonight, this is The Brew Show. Trent, a.k.a. The Brew Show. He's got a great channel. We have a link in the description. And if you guys gave him a sub, that'd be rad. So we'd both appreciate it. Much love. And I'm going to crack a Czech Pilsner from South O that Trevor brought over last night.
Nice.
And we made a lot of...
I'm due for another one.
Yeah, go for it. Maybe Trev's still here. Maybe not. But I don't really know what else to talk about. If anybody's got anything kind of going on. Aykroyd has a pot company too. Who all has their name on weed? I don't know. Mike Tyson does weed. I mean, there's probably guys that like do it and don't want their name slapped on it. There's probably a lot of guys that donate to the vape companies, right? There's a lot of people that make money off the new vape thing. You know, I remember when I was 18, I had stocks or mutual funds or whatever, and some of them were like JP Morgan and J.R. Reynolds. I didn't care. But some people might. You know, it's a bad PR image, but whatever. Patrick D, James Harden getting traded. Oh, I do not watch basketball. I stopped watching basketball pretty much after Kobe. I'd rather like watch paint dry than watch basketball. I just can't get into it anymore. What up, Ash? Yeah, you got these. I want to get more into hockey, and I want to.
Oh, what's Tennessee's team?
It's a good question.
It's Nashville Predators, I think.
That's a good call, man. Good job with that.
My brother used to live in Nashville.
What did he dig it?
He loved it. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it's a great music town if you're into country. But yeah, there's a lot going on. It's fun. I've never been to Knoxville though.
Knoxville, dude. You know what it's gonna be like? I'm gonna be like the real life version of Old School Part 2, like this 37-year-old dude, because it's a college town. It's a big college town. I'm gonna be like this 35-year-old guy with a house doing KY jelly parties in my garage, you know, with a 100-year-old guy named Blue.
You should just like go around to like fraternities, be like, "You guys want to learn how to make beer?"
Yeah. Well, their thing out there, and somebody brought up last night dry counties. It's not a dry county, but there are dry counties out there. But their thing out there is obviously is whiskey, you know, Tennessee.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have some fun with that.
Bourbon Trail.
The Bourbon Trail. The Bourbon Trail. But I did look up from my house. I do want to put my house on here. I'll pull it up here in a second. But I do want to, I want to do like, obviously you can't do distilled videos. I wouldn't do it on there, but I'd be stoked to go to a distillery and, you know, talk. Maybe if I can get the owners or the brewmasters or distill masters time, we can kind of shoot a video. You know, I'm not opposed to doing those videos. They could be cool. They could be fun.
Be cool, especially there's a lot of crossover, like the mashing. And
sure, a lot of same equipment, man. A ton of the same equipment.
Yeah.
All right, let me try to pull up my house really fast.
Thomas Leffer says Tony Hawk's shit beer. I just tried it.
Tony Hawk, what?
Tony Hawk's. Thomas Leffer says Tony Hawk's shit beer.
Tony Hops from Black Plague. Is that what you're drinking right now?
No, I'm drinking something. I got this Drake's from Oakland, but
nice.
I tried Tony Hops, and yeah, it was okay.
They're silly, man. They're so damn silly.
Black Plague. It's very like themed out in there. Very like.
Yeah,
intense.
They took a lot of plays out of a lot of people's playbooks, but at the end of the day, who hasn't? Who the hell hasn't? Can I put a video or a picture in the chat? Probably not, right? Search emoji. What do we got? Custom emoji. Shows your support. Create a poll.
You can put it in the Discord.
How do I do that?
I don't know. Drop it in your Discord somewhere.
In the
happy hour.
Okay, we're gonna go to. I don't know what browser do you use on PC? Microsoft Edge?
Netscape.
Is that even a thing?
I don't know. I don't have a PC.
I'll pull it up. You don't have a PC?
No.
You might have to get one for a stream. Not unless you're playing video games. And you are playing video games because you have Breath of the Wind.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, well, not really.
Yes.
I kind of screwed you on that deal because I should at least given you money for tax on that. But I tried. I'm not kidding. I asked Trevor. He can vouch. He can vouch. I went to a total of 6 different places 3 times. Target, Best Buy, and Walmart. And they were all sold out of Nintendo Switches. And I was like, dude, I'm just buying them a gift card. I can't. I'm blowing it too. But he did take the gift card and buy a Switch, and he's got Breath of the Wind now. How's that going?
It's the real reason why I haven't been posting.
Yeah. Did it take over your life like Culver Mike told me it would?
Pretty much, yeah. I just beat it the other day, but I'm still like playing it.
Oh, really? I heard you can beat it without like finishing everything.
Yeah, you can beat it pretty fast. There's people who beat it in like 25 minutes. But
oh, really?
There's just so much to do that you get sucked in.
Huh. Yeah, I'll probably play it. I'm gonna put most of my video games in storage, but I'm definitely gonna bring that. And oh, cool. They took it off the list. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find it, guys. But I will bring my Nintendo Switch out with me to Knoxville.
Whatever happened to we're gonna like do like Mario Kart? Play Mario Kart. That could be fun.
It could be fun, but I'm always so not stressed out. But I'm thinking about like the YouTube content that like it's so not hard, but it's hard for me to find time to like learn something new. But I do want to spend like 2 or 3 days just watching Twitch tutorials and like see what they do. But at that time, it's like, dude, I need to be like filming or golfing with my dad at this point because I'm taking off. But just to learn another thing now is just kind of gnarly. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's YouTube, right? It's not like I'm dropping $1,500 to learn something. It's just up to me to learn something for free. And I'm still being a lazy piece of shit about it. All right.
Are you going to brew anything before moving?
I don't think so. It's a good question. You want some yeast?
Sure.
You want some stuff? How do we do save image as house? Save file type as this PC. We'll save it to desktop. All files. Nope.
Kurt says I'm being too quiet. Am I too quiet on your end?
No, maybe it means you're not talking enough. Yeah, give him one of those. Here, check this out. So here is the kitchen. Let's do it. Save image as. This is what kind of sold me on it. It's got a lot of good lights. No garage, but it's all good. I'm going to sleep out here. I'll sleep in the living room. And I'll have all my computers.
Isn't that what you do already?
Pretty much. I used to like it a lot more with the old couch, but the ex got that in the breakup. This new couch, I bought it, and it's just one of those couches you never break in. It feels like it's like pushing you forward. You know, it just can't. You can't like just. I just bought it too fast. It was like one of the first times I've ever bought a couch, and there wasn't that many options, so I just pulled the trigger way too damn fast on it. All right, let me pull up some
couches
media.
Can be expensive.
Yeah, now you're really loud.
Oh, to dial it back a little bit?
Yeah, dial it back a little bit. All right, let's go to media source.
I know what we have to do.
Nope,
What do you want?
Nope,
It's not that simple.
What?
Just
say it!
M.
Say it.
B.
Say when.
C.
I don't know. I got everything. We're gonna try something
Did
new.
you run an NBC?
Yeah, I'm trying to add media to it right now. Alert box, media, image. Image will work way better. Yeah, this will work a lot better. We're gonna go to house. And it should no. Okay, so desktop still isn't working.
Are you just trying to like stream your
Let me try to house. Let me try to just force a extension .jpg. Okay, that works for some dumb reason. Kitchen. I'm also a lot closer to New Orleans. I got buddies down there. Not that that's close, but it's closer. Right. All right, you ready to see my house, Brush? Check it out.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So here's the pad. There's the pad. Does that work? You see the front, so that's, I'm moving in. I'm everything by myself. So
explain everything. Tell us where you're gonna put everything.
That I don't know because I'm not gonna have anything. I'm gonna move out there with nothing. But that's the pad. I wanted to keep it around like $1,100 or $1,200. Your money goes a little bit further. In Johnson City, that may or may not be true. But I saw this and it was brand new, and I was like, it's got a good kitchen, it's got good lighting. It's on the corner, so I've only got neighbors on a couple sides. It's pretty isolated, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pull the trigger on this thing. But here's what sold me on it was this, the kitchen. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's sweet.
Kitchen's sweet. I could probably pull up another picture. That's probably the worst picture I probably could have pulled up. But the kitchen's brand new. There's brick back there. I could pull up something else. I did not already move Kurt Pick and Bureaucrats Nation. Not yet. Can't you just share your screenshots? Stream deck? I don't know what that means. What's PTB? Nice lawn. I don't know if he's cracking a joke. I don't care at all about a lawn. Leave the legs on the front. What are we talking about? Make yourself a stoner couch. Take the legs off. What up, Swazilla? Accidental NPCs are the best. Mellow
We don't even have
mushroom
lawns
place?
in Los Angeles. Just like rocks
Yeah.
and succulents.
Yeah, everyone's got a rock garden out there. All right, so that's the pad. And, yeah, man, I'm stoked for it. You got to come out, Trent. You got to come out. I don't know if you would want to stay with me, but it's there. You've got the green light for that.
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit smaller than maybe a little bit. No, it's 900 square feet, so it's got to be bigger than the place I'm in now. 900 square feet's not that small. No,
I mean, a single person. Yeah, that's a good size.
single barrage. Yeah.
Single barrage.
Mm-hmm. Now let's look at my closest brewery. Yeah. So I live in Knoxville, old Knoxville. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but I also have no idea what I'm talking about because I've never been to Knoxville. Yeah.
But I saw you're like coming from California, like, oh, let's just bump up the price a little bit.
It's just funny out there, man. Everyone's complaining about, like in Asheville, everyone complains about $300,000 houses and gas being $3 a gallon. It's like, dude, you guys have no clue. You have no, and nor do we have any clue what it's like to live in Hawaii or San Francisco or you know France or Paris or whatever the most expensive cities are in Europe. Like, how do they do it? They eat like spaghetti every night as a family. Like, you can't afford that and be going out and shit. All right, I got a Taco Bell. I've got a. Let me just type in breweries in Knoxville.
That's an important thing, though. You got to know where the Taco
I
Bell
love
is.
me some bean burritos. Breweries.
Wait, speaking of Taco Bell, bringing it back to Baja Blast. Did you see that Mountain Dew is going to have an alcoholic Baja Blast?
What are we talking about?
Mountain Dew is coming out with their own alcoholic.
Oh,
Mountain Dew.
yeah. I remember that.
And one of them is a Baja Blast flavor.
Is it like a Four Loko hard seltzer thing?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I think actually it has no caffeine, but has alcohol.
Got it.
It tastes like Mountain Dew, but kind of interesting.
Oh, bro, there's a million breweries where I live. I'm not saving any money. It's never going to happen. Okay, so I'm off the 40 and the 11. So let me go back to this one. Steakhouse. Yeah, there's South Knoxville, Old North Knoxville. So where's the 40 and the 11? Here's the 40. Okay, what do we got over here? So we've got...
Where's the closest vegan restaurant?
Probably not too much vegan stuff out in Knoxville. No, there might be. There was a ton of vegan stuff in Asheville.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, Asheville's like North Park meets Big Bear, which I loved.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it is. So the 414. Okay, so 441. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm right here. So I'm right next to Yeehaw Brewing. Yeehaw. I'm right next to Yeehaw Brewing. Geezer's Brewing Co. Let's pull these up on Instagram.
Great names.
Two great names. Geezer's Brewing Co.
Yeehaw looks like fun.
Geezer's Brewing Co. Instagram. All right. You got to get their followers up, man. Oh, they have a super shitty Instagram page.
You can walk in there and be an influencer for them.
Shut up. Get a coconut bra, pop out of the cake. Do I do bench press or do I get fatter? What's the fastest way to get titties?
You just show a little
camera. God, they have the worst Instagram. I hate when breweries do this. Just show the brewery. Everything's like, okay, I'm done looking at it. Okay, what was the other one called? Yeehaw? Yeehaw Brewing, Knoxville.
No, I think it was Geezer.
Did you already look up Geezer? I already looked up Geezer. Geezer's the one with the shitty one. Instagram. But I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked. My dad's in good health. My mom's in good health. You know, if they weren't doing so hot, I'd be here for a long time. And, this place is awesome. And,
is your dad cool with you moving away?
Not really. He's kind of bummed. He's not into it, but he gets it. You know, he knows that my dad still doesn't know like what I do. Like he's like, hey, why don't you just like get a job? He doesn't get that. Like I'm at the point where like I need to hire like an editor. Like I need like more production. I need more consistent videos. But my dad's 70 years old. He's not supposed to get it, but he knows that I'll never be able to buy a house in San Diego ever. So he understands that part of it.
Yeah.
Let's go to back to the chat. This place looks really cool. Let's go back to this. There's a lot of pictures of it in the snow, though. You know, like really hot winters, really hot winters, really cold, really hot summers, really cold winters. But
have you ever experienced snow before?
I mean, we have a cabin in Big Bear, but I've never lived there long term. But I've been up there for weeks at a time.
Oh man, are you gonna be able to make it?
No, I'm gonna die. What do you mean? This place is rocking. Sonoma got cold. You know, we used to blow like smoke in the house, but it snowed once 10 years. But Sonoma's a lot colder than San Diego. NorCal is freezing. Yeah. NorCal is freezing. This is a cool picture. This place looks rad.
I don't know if I would say it's actually freezing, but it's.
NorCal is colder than Southern California. How about that?
Got it.
San Francisco gets cold, man. San Francisco gets cold. But no, I mean, I was in Nashville last week and everybody freaked out. You got to wear thermals. You got to wear thermals. I never wore thermals, and we never Ubered or took a cab. We walked everywhere. Me, Jess, and Kyle walked everywhere. It's nice. Close. Yeah. But it's nothing that a sweatshirt can't do. You don't need a big, thick coat. You don't need, like, I've been to upstate New York in the winter, and that is cold. That is really, really, really cold. Yeah. And my beard keeps me warm.
That's true.
Dan Johnson, what's up, Braj? Moved to Jersey. Pass. I'm already moving to Tennessee, but it's under contract now. I've got a 1-year lease, and hopefully after that, you know, I could buy a house. I'll definitely be able to buy a house, and I can rent it out and do whatever I want, man.
Hire some editors.
I don't think it works. Like Homebrew for Life is so ADD'd out. Like I don't think anybody else can do that. You know, it's just quick little 90s things. I think there'd be way too much back and forth to the point where I'd probably have to just do it anyways.
Just find some college like intern.
But I don't have. Yeah, but if someone had their own style that was great, like Clawhammer or yours, who else has really good production value? Homebrew Challenge. Yeah, I would let somebody do it with their style, and then I could probably go in and throw some, you know, dick and fart jokes on top of it or something.
Right.
But
a good editor though can edit to anyone's style.
You think so?
If you find I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Because like in this
like
next. Okay. Sorry.
Like you'll have input. You'll have like input obviously, but like you'll find if you can find a good editor, they can do your style. Right. So like this next video, the way I'm going to write it is a lot of videos now. Back in the day, I would do like an outtake. Like today we're going to do all this weird shit. But now I just get straight into the video for the first 15 seconds. And I'm like, today we're making beer cocktails with all the barrages. We're going to mix craft beer with this liquor. And I actually had a bottle from my great Jewish grandfather who I never met, but there's a picture of us. And he left me a bottle of whiskey, and I had it forever, and we cracked it last night. And I'm going to say like, yeah, you know, I don't know what to celebrate. I'm taking off. Maybe we just got 30,000 subscribers to match my 30,000 gray hairs in my beard or something like that. And then we'll cut back into the video. So if a guy understands like that's what I want, okay, right? You know, but I still have to film a lot. And when you're filming, I hate to use the word directing, but you're playing it kind of out through your head. You know, you're kind of like, okay, I want this here, that shot there. We'll get the egg thing, even though we shot it last. Let's get it in the beginning because people might stick around more, you know, shit like that. And if they got that, sure. But I don't know anybody who's a good editor. I don't know anybody in San Diego that edits at all. I don't know anybody who, I guess Kevin does freelance and stuff, but he does mostly pictures and weddings. You know, the bummer about being a freelancer, it's like, yeah, but how many jobs did you realistically get this year? 1? 3 at the most? You know, when you're doing freelance, you're dealing with the worst clients ever because they don't understand that like production costs money, you know? It's not like a plug and play GoDaddy website where you're just like
clicking all these WordPress buttons. They're like, hey, you want something for a car dealership to showcase like your indoor Acura showroom? I'm going to charge you $20,000, you know, like and they're like, what are you talking about? Well, like everyone's got a phone now, just film it with an iPhone. You're like, no, like maybe for the untrained eye or the very skilled videographer. Cause there is people that film, you know, movies and shit like that with iPhones now. But, then there's always going to be so much back and forth. There's going to be, you know, revisions, and then you have to put them back on the clock for, you know, $100 an hour or $150 an hour. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you know, to what you're talking about, that's what Kyle does. He lets everybody shoot their things, and he uses this software where he can see their computers. I forget what it's called. I can find the answer for you. But, so he just kind of chimes in from time to time. He's like, that went on too long. Take that out. I didn't like that.
He's like Big Brother. He's just like watching them always.
No, Kyle. No, I thought Kyle was pretentious. Kyle's one of the coolest dudes I've ever met, man. Kyle,
awesome.
He like literally doesn't care. Like he's like, he was asking me like, why do I disable Instagram comments? I said, because I just don't want people to have a voice on that platform. I don't want trolls. I don't want people telling me I did anything wrong. I don't want to write back to anybody. I don't care. You know, thanks for the love. But like, I don't want to, hey, how do you fix this or do this? Like, I'm not going to write you back. And I was like, I don't know how you guys don't have them. And the whole goal is to get them over to YouTube. It's not to have this thread going on an Instagram comment. I wanted to get you over to the channel where the actual videos are. And I'm like, how do you guys like, when you get someone complaining about a system on an Instagram comment, he's like, yeah, we get those all the time. I just don't care at all. And I'm like, damn, dude, I would really care. You know, if I had a brewery or a brand and people were like, oh, your beer sucked or this thing didn't work or like what happened, like I wouldn't keep that shit up. I'd delete it and probably block them. He's like, I just don't care, man. I've just been doing this for a long time. I'm like, you're the man, dude.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for you.
I feel like my day gets ruined by one bad comment.
I
try not to let it get to me, but
no, you gotta YouTube. It's all good because it helps with the algorithm. Like the trolls they don't get that they're boosting you. You know, like troll away. But on Instagram, it's like there's no algorithm. My mom might see it. Why I disable the comments on Instagram is because someone's going to ask a lot of beer questions. And the last thing I want to do on planet fucking Earth is write back to somebody about like what to buy. Like I'm not doing it. And I get it. We live in a world where everybody wants information now and this and that, but it's obnoxious. It's insanely obnoxious. And I don't know. But on YouTube, I'll write everybody back because I feel like you watched my video. Like you earn kind of like the written back response. And there's a lot.
Do you have like one video that gets the most hate? Or like is there one that stands out that people comment negatively on?
Well, like I said, the comments used to be a lot gnarlier, but YouTube does such a good job of filtering it out now. If someone writes like, you're fucking super obnoxious, it's not going to go through. It's not going to show up. But if someone just writes, you were like insanely obnoxious, I still think
you sound like Nick Cage.
Sound like Nick Cage. Maybe that will go through. But I don't know. I don't think I get as much bad stuff as I used to, or it's just getting filtered out better by YouTube. And that's what I'm for, censorship. You know, you don't need to see a comment waking up. Nobody needs to wake up to Instagram. Someone's like, hey, go kill yourself. You just wasted 5 minutes. I don't need to see that. Nobody needs to see that.
Hate,
it's like, come on, man. You don't tell people to go kill themselves. But I got a couple of those back in my prime. Back in probably like 2000, I don't know, 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Party time. What about you? I mean, people are just like, hey, try to do it this way or that way. I'm like, no, like watch the goddamn video. I did it this way, you know? So
yeah, I love when people comment like I would do it differently, because it's like, okay, that's what the hobby's all about, like trying different things.
Yeah.
I have one video in particular that gets like a lot of negative comments, and it's my pulque video. And it's because I didn't have access. It's like a fermented agave syrup, basically.
Okay.
Because it's naturally fermented with using like an actual agave that you cut into, but I don't have access to that. So I just like kind of made up something that is inspired by it.
Yeah.
And it like for some reason blew up in the algorithm, and then you get random people coming in that don't understand that it was like an inspiration, and then so
I mean,
it is what it is. But
yeah, it's gonna happen. You know, it's gonna happen. But I don't know. No, I don't. I like the Nicolas Cage comments because I just don't get it. It's just funny to me. But no, I don't know. The Michael
Kurt
James
brought up-
the Michael James comments
Michael
are funny
James.
though. For those who don't
those are
know,
always good.
I think I blocked him from my channel. There's a dude, and also if I look at YouTube comments and it says read more, I don't read it at all. You know, because that means you wrote like that much, and like you don't you don't need to do that. And I get it. There's chemistry guys out there, and they watch somebody's water video, and that you could write a book on water. I'm with you. I get it. You know, like we can't cram everything into an 8-minute video, nor do I know everything. Or does
It's also like when you make a video, you don't realize that like you're kind of writing in ink, and like you can't go back and edit it. So like I've had like videos, and James from Party Time like very carefully and friendly wrote to me and was like, you got like the gasoline wrong.
Sorry, you cut out for the second. What did you just say?
I was just saying, like, you don't realize that like if you like put like, for example, on one of my videos I did the gallons to liters equation wrong, so I had the liters amount wrong.
Yeah.
And like James from Party Time let me know, but it's like, what can I do at that point? It's like I appreciate him reaching out, and that was great. I love to know what I'm doing wrong, but when you post a video, like, what are you supposed to do?
Michael James is a goddamn saint. Party Time. Animated Bruins in the house. Sometimes I'll flip that. I know what you're talking about, but I'll flip that and I'll make a mistake on purpose because I know people are going to correct me, and that's more comments. I've done that before. It's like that's a good idea. It's like the Seinfeld episode where the guy purposely loses bets to get dates with Elaine or whatever. He wants to bet all the time, and he knows he's wrong. So it's like, so people are gonna comment and correct me, but they not knowingly that they're actually helping out the video. So I don't know.
Right.
At the end of the day, there's like very low stress with YouTube compared to when I first used to try to put content out. And Kevin shot some video last night differently. We always have problems. They're small problems, but at the end of the day, like, it should be me, him coming over half an hour before. We got to do an audio check. We've got to do a video check. He shot it. You know what like long mode is? When everything looks super gray, like everything looks like there's a cloud over the footage. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he shot it with that, and I just got to go into every individual clip now and put a filter over it. Not a problem. It looks a little bit off from the 2 other cameras. We shot with 3 cameras last night, but that's just going to happen. That's just production, and that's my fault to not, if a guy comes over and he just starts filming and there's a problem with it, well, that's my problem because like we need to be at 24 frames per second. I don't care at all about 4K. It means nothing to me. All it does is take up more space on my external hard drive. It's a video on YouTube 5x7. It doesn't need to be 4 or 8K. What's up?
So next time, like the way he shot it's called a LUT, or it's like a log profile, and there is just like an easy like 1-click thing
for sure
to fix it.
Yeah.
But I know what he was trying to like make it look as best as possible, for the edit, and it's like you just need it footage fast.
I need footage fast, and I don't care at all about like color correction. We can't have somebody like doing color correction. Yeah. I don't care at all. My video, our videos are education forward, both of our channels. It's education before anything else. It's education before personality, before production. It is education forward. We do not need Sony Zeiss Vario lenses that are $1,500 for every lens. You could have 1 of those, maybe 2 of those, but it's not going to get your views up. It's not going to get your subscribers up. What's going to get your subscribers up is putting out consistent content with good topics. So And that's a mistake, I made in the beginning. I was like, dude, I need this camera, G20, G40, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I think I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, yeah. Kyle's here. Kyle's in the house. Clawhammer, show yourselves. Yeah, I did sign a contract for a house in Tennessee. I was like, did he break system breach? And he put out the video too early. I was like, no, I have not put out the video yet. I just made a teaser for it on Instagram. But yeah, he shot it at that mode last night, and we uploaded it. And that was the camera that took a half an hour to upload. And I was just like, dude, like, what is this shit, man? Like,
right,
24 frames per second, 1080p. That's it, man. That is it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Damn, and I thought you were a black guy all this time, Casey. Kurt Pick. Nathaniel Hurley honestly got into brewing because of these two guys sitting in a hot tub watching videos. Sounds like Party Time James, man.
Yeah.
Watching some old lady and was looking over my shoulder the whole time. Probably thought I was trying to make meth. That's what my neighbors think every time.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
What up, Todd Porter?
Wow.
It does look like such like an extreme like experiment when you look at it from the outside.
What are you talking about?
Like brewing beer, it just looks so like weird.
I get meth, and I get beans. I get meth and I get beans, but never beer. Well, I'm the only white guy that lives in my community.
Right.
There's
right.
one.
Frijoles.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one white family in the front, and I think that's it. But I don't talk to them. I just talk to the people I'm like touching houses with. You've seen my setup across here to the left. Yeah, but I've got the guest parking right over there, so everyone's kind of walking by, and whenever they see it, they kind of trip out a little bit. It's cool. It's all good. You'll need an East Coast MBC. I do have an East Coast MBC. I've got to make I put out the cider video. I finally got content out. I hate doing these streams when there's no video that week, but there's a cider video on the channel, and I got all the guys from Clawhammer to chug a beer. So,
Did you guys end up brewing, or is it sensitive material?
No, we did a West Coast IPA. He had a nitro coffee beer. No, a nitro cream ale on draft. We had a hop water, and the beer that we made, he already had on, so we were redoing a batch, and it was a really good West Coast IPA. I thought it was the best beer he had on tap. Yeah. Dan Diego, what up, Raj? CH looks like he's steaming tamales on the lawn. Shit, I wish I knew how to make tamales, man. There's step aside grain to glass videos, man. I'm bringing back a frijole and tamale channel.
Wow.
Speaking of which, what's your next food video?
I've never done a coffee beer yet. It would be sous vide if anything. I want to do the Belgian triple. I told Animated I'd do that. I want to talk about the top 5 homebrew for life videos, the ones I had the most fun time making, whether they got, shine or subscribers or not. They're still fun to make.
Yeah.
Carbonated sangria. We wanted to do a hazy blind taste test. Maybe a corn beer. Mash efficiency, DIY airlocks. These are all shorts. Mash efficiency, DIY airlocks, which is the easiest thing in the world.
What's that, aluminum foil?
Well, to make it even easier, you would just take a piece of Glad wrap and put a rubber band over it, because when there's too much pressure, it'll just slide out underneath the rubber band. You could do cheesecloth. You could do, if you're doing long-term stuff, I wouldn't mess with star sand in the airlock. I'd probably put moonshine in there. I wouldn't put, or vodka or gin or whatever, something that was at least 40%, because star sand, after a week of hitting oxygen, it's pretty much just water at that point. So I heard it's only good to use in a big bucket or something for up to a week after it's been exposed to oxygen. But if you were to do something like a barley wine or a mead, or just put beer down, I would put mead in your airlock. I'm sorry, I would put
mead. Put mead.
I would put mead. I'd put moonshine in your airlock. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. I usually just do water. Maybe that's a foolish thing to do. But
if you're going that route, just do rubbing alcohol. Because you can still get some flies that get in there through water, but if they hit alcohol, it's gonna burn their shit out from the insides.
That's true.
Theron, man, you just hit my spot. Great cider. We should talk. I'm always down to talk. And I want to do a bracket video. I talked to Doing the Most. What's his name? BC?
BC, yeah.
BC,
I
yeah.
don't, I don't know what his full name is, but yeah, BC. That's cool. He seems like the most, at least the fastest growing meat channel.
Wow.
Besides Man-Made Meat. I don't know if you watch him.
Yeah, I've actually reached out to him a little bit. He's got a good channel. He's got kind of the same setup that I have. He's got a single card garage, and it's cool. Thanks for plugging that, Theron. I think the video's doing okay. I think it's like number 4 on my list. Usually it was when I was putting out content in December, I was getting that number 1 spot every
cider
time.
one?
Yeah, but you know how it is.
Which ciders do you like? The hoppy cider better than the regular cider? Or?
I liked, I'll go get a cider after this. I liked the non-dry hopped one is more tart, and it tastes kind of dry and tart, kind of like champagne, but the apple's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you're left with when you take the sugar out. I mean, what are you left with? So, and then the dry hopped one is a little creamier, and it tastes a little bit like green tea. I should have said green tea in the video because it tastes a lot like that. But,
you did say tea.
I did say tea, but it was green tea that I was thinking because there's so many different teas out there. But it was green tea, and they're great, man. I recommend it to anybody. And if you were serious about doing a bigger batch because this stuff's kind of expensive, do it from concentrate and just use probably bottled water. Probably buy gallons of water. Yeah, I think that's what doing the most does a lot. Or RO water. How I haven't done either of them yet, but I would. And if you can drink a lot of cider, go for it. You don't need the press.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy a ton of apples. You don't need to age it for a very long time. I use Kveik yeast, and I'm stoked.
It's so easy, so fast.
It's so easy. I hope people make it. And the longest part is just like letting it carbonate properly.
Yeah, exactly. I like mine super bubbly, like champagne, like you said.
Yeah, I've had mine at probably 14, 15 PSI for a couple days. I'll go get one after this, and I'll show it to you. Are you good on time? We're coming up on 2 hours.
I'm good, yeah.
We're West Coast. We're chilling. We shouldn't have a problem.
Chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, you said green tea. It reminded me I'm doing a hard green tea coming up.
Nice. How are you going to do it?
Kind of like the regular hard black tea I did. I did like a peach hard black tea.
Okay.
Last year, so I'm going to do like a green tea version of it. But I love green tea. I can't get enough of it. So I thought it'd be fun to try.
Yeah, go for it. How many videos you got in your backlog right now?
I have none in my backlog. At this point I'm editing week to week, which is kind of stressful, but
yeah,
I have ideas planned. So like I have things fermenting and ideas planned. I just don't have anything
filmed
yet.
Yeah. So I'm trying to film as much as possible. So I've got Asheville video is going to be fun. It's not going to get shine. Maybe it might get some shine, but it's like I'm like full CH self-expression. Some feathers are going to be ruffled, but that's also where the humor is. But then I want to do the video that you made, pro brewing versus commercial brewing.
Yeah.
I went over to South O a couple days ago, and we climbed up on the roof when we were shooting their glycol systems, and there's just a lot of stuff people don't know about, like jacketed fermenters. Where does the glycol come from, and how come we don't see it? It's because most breweries put theirs on the roof because they're loud, because they're on the whole time. It sounds like a generator. Our temperature control. What's up?
One of the things people asked me a lot was how do they do yeast? And the batch that I knew, they were reusing yeast, but that could be something you could talk about too.
Absolutely.
Like how they use yeast.
And that's a good question. I'd want to know, to sit down with like 5 different commercial brewers. It's like, how many generations of yeast do you use? And I think Maury said like the most he's used is up to 13 of the same strain. So you think of it like for all the marijuana guys out there, like, it's a clone. It's a clone of a clone, or generation, or whatever word. And you have to use that as a commercial scale, because you don't want to be spending. I mean, what's a pitch of yeast for a 10-barrel system? $500. I mean, you'd have to be reusing it. So it's a lot different for us homebrewers, because we pay $3 to $10 for yeast. So there's a lot more. I don't know. I used to do all the stuff in the beginning. I used to hydrate, save yeast, and I was like, this shit's just sitting here. I don't want to brew the same shit. I want to try something new. Yeah. What up, Clayton? Cornish pastries. I'd do a pina colada beer. I'd go to Fraser Farms and get some shavings, get some pineapple shavings, and put it into a hazy.
Coconut shavings too, right?
Coconut shavings. What did I say?
That'd be
Pineapple?
good.
Yeah, coconut shavings for sure.
Pineapple shavings would work too.
I don't think that would work. I made a.
Are milkshake IPAs still like popular? I don't drink them.
In ClaytonGarred's world, yes. In ClaytonGarred's world, yes. But I don't know. You know, it's pretty rare. I'm putting shoes back on, sorry. It's pretty rare for trends in beer to stick around. Even the big ones. Even like the sour beers and stuff. You know, when sours were big, I remember hearing the word like Flanders a lot more and Lambic a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in like these last 5 years, it's like there's been so many things to come and go that like you just forget about them. You know, like the brewed IPA or the Indian Pale Lager and the milkshake stout stuff. And I don't know.
I would love to do a brewed IPA. I think that'd be fun.
I mean, what do you
get,
do?
like,
Just make it super light?
Get the giant Magnum, like
Condom?
wine bottles. Yeah, condoms. Fill them up. Just tie it up.
Got to get the
like
Magnum condoms in every video.
Right.
Yeah. We still got a pretty good crowd here tonight, man. We're 2 hours in. I want to thank everybody for being here, especially the guys that are on the East Coast, different time zones, man. It's 8 o'clock our time. I wonder if party time's still here, because it's midnight his time.
Get over here!
Get over here!
Back
I hear
off,
the
child, seriously.
I don't hear the sounds through Discord, but I can hear them like playing through your microphone.
You can hear them playing through my headphones. My headphones are loud.
Yeah.
You don't get the audio from it, huh? Oh, because you
No.
have to have yours off, or else it'll pick up through your microphone. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
But I don't
get.
even...
What's up?
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna go get a hard cider.
Do it.
Stay here. BRB.
All right. I'm not going anywhere. All right, guys. Now that he's gone, we should talk shit, probably. No. Has anyone ever brewed using like tequila before? I am doing a pear cider tequila, and I had this once at a homebrew festival, and it was like amazing, and it's kind of like stuck in the back of my brain for like a longest time, and I just want to recreate it. Yeah, I feel like something about the pear tequila just works so well together. But I'd be interested to know like what other styles it would work well in. Maybe like paired with like a lime. You could do like a Goza lime tequila. I don't know. That'd be good. Any other crazy ideas? Anyone have any like really crazy homebrew ideas? Like weird ingredients you want to combine? I'm always like looking out for like really weird fermentations to do. I definitely want to do more non-beer fermentations this year. I got a lot planned coming up, but if there's any suggestions on really weird things to brew, it'd be fun. Let's see. Tequila. Beer only has 4 ingredients. That's true, but then it's like, what do you add on top? But some people are just beer flavored beer people, and that's cool. That's totally fine. I don't judge anyone. I feel like with a lot of my recipes, you could just make the beer itself and not add the special ingredients, but I like to turn it up to 11.
Goes to 11.
That's right.
CH is going to be the next Rogan. Hopefully not. That guy's in the hot seat right now. Nah, that's too much shine for me, man. I don't know how those guys. I don't know how that guy. Like I've heard him complain about like it sucks to be too famous, like Tom Hanks or John Travolta or Tom Cruise. You can't go anywhere. I'm like, dude, Joe, you're more famous than all those guys, man. I wouldn't.
Right.
You know. It's cool when somebody, once a month when somebody calls me out, I love it and I buy them a beer. But if you're going everywhere and people are putting phones in your face, it's like, was this all worth it? Like that's too much shine, man. That's too much shine. But I do have a beer or cider. It was the perfect pour.
Cider.
35 degrees.
Nice.
35 degrees temp.
Nice and cold and crisp.
Good.
People are asking when you're gonna stream. What time you plan to stream on the mid-country zone?
Good question. Because I'll be 3 hours ahead. I hit up Kyle. I'll be on that. I'll be on that vibe. So if I do it 5 o'clock there, no, I'd have to do it like later over there. I'd have to do it at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe 7. We'll start with that. We'll see how that goes. Appreciate the love and support. Everybody who's interested and still watching the stream. This is my favorite night of the week. We just push a button and we go. You know, there's no work. We're just hanging out, drinking beer. Got Tito's, cider, Southo Brew right here. Stream deck.
Come here.
You hear that?
Get over here.
Nope. Back off, little
Come
child.
here. Get over
I can't hear any of them.
Come here.
Can't hear it now?
Really, when you're like close to the mic, I can hear them. But
Come here. Get over here.
I'm pushing them. I'm pushing them. Yeah, probably 7 o'clock. I'll start with that. And if I don't know if I could hear some feedback
Well,
where it's too much difficult.
that's like 4 o'clock our time then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's good. Like people on the West Coast can jump in an hour in and see
Yeah.
what's going on.
Where's everybody located right now? CH's Pickle Goza. That was a great beer. If you like dill, if you like vinegar, make that dill pickle Goza. I just don't have any time to. What's up, Mildly Cool Dad? Hey, thanks for subscribing to or doing the membership. Barrage Army, man. Thanks for being a barrage. Mildly Cool Dad. Important question. How did the actual date go? Which one? I get dumped like twice a week. Homebrew for Life merch. Much love, man. 7-hour streams. I don't know. Ask Jonathan Elliott. He was, I think he was on the best one. Patrick Sandy, like Pace Like Me. Central Time Zone. 36-hour streams. PA. I knew that. Iroquois. Mountain. Jersey. East Coast. Australia. Right on, right on. Gnome is in Honolulu.
Oh.
When's our next collab? Probably not for a while, right?
You and me?
Yeah. What was our last one?
mean,
Brew in a bag?
Brew in a bag. Or
Brew in a
no,
bag.
it was it or was it
It was Brew in a bag.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I will come down before you leave. I would love to come down.
You're more than
See you
welcome,
off.
man. Yeah, man. Let's make a video. You know, we could do that video. I'll do dry yeast versus liquid yeast. I think that'll get some shine. I think that'll get a lot of shine, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And
Done that one.
you know, I'll make it and you come down and do like the blind taste test with me. We'll do it with Trevor and we'll see if we can tell a difference. And if not, I'm never going to buy liquid yeast ever again if there's a dry option for that same brand.
Yeah.
So
I'm down for that.
yeah, and it might not be out for a couple months, but whatever. It'll, sooner or later it'll get out there. Okay.
I feel like with dry and liquid yeast, like liquid definitely has more options, but like you said, like if there's a dry yeast like comparable version,
Sure.
I'm probably gonna go with that.
For sure.
Just sustainable. Like I don't need to like worry about refrigerating. I can just throw it wherever.
Right. All right, I'm going back to my old theme. I can't deal with this shit no more. Where would this
All right,
be?
I'll be right back.
Go for it. Mentor, beer chug.
Yeah.
What happened? NBC. I lost everything now. Uh-oh. We still there?
Get over here.
Everything's falling apart on me now.
To the bathroom.
It's all good. You play joke, Lucha Dry versus Liquid. Yeah, Darren, I have both of those right now, and I really want to make those videos. Yeah, dude, bold as brass, rocking the barrage emoji. Honestly, the guy filtering comments on YouTube's deserve beer options. Like, seriously, think about how fast he has to work on it. I don't think it's a guy. Something tells me it's a bot. In any word, homophobic, curse, race, religious, gender, they're going to filter all those out, as they should. Can you bootleg some of that Olympic footage for me, bro? Is the Olympics going on right now? Is there something going on right now? Anybody remember Tequiza? I do. I definitely do. That was like 97, 98. They were huge. I think Budweiser had that company. So they had a lot of just distribution avenues and advertising avenues and billboards and stuff like that to Quiza. I would say that's the dumbest idea ever, but then we also made that last night. We were drinking lageritas, and they were delicious with fresh lime juice and Mexican beer and a shot of tequila. Trevor downed one. Trevor, you still in here, Brunch? I lost my stream deck. Looks like no more NBCs, but we're still here. We're chilling. We got to text somebody back. Ash Bartz, Australia in the house, man. Ash Bartz, members only jacket. I love it. I love it. I'm trying to do it. Mandatory beer chug. Let me figure this out. See, this is, there it is. Much love. I should be putting your t-shirt on. I'm plugging the new merch, though. I'm plugging the new merch from Chris Vodka. But I don't know what happened. Let me go back to Streamlabs.
I'm switching it up. We were talking about boozy tea, so I'm going for another boozy tea.
What is that? Al's Brew?
Al, yeah. You ever had it?
No.
Boozy tea. This one is English breakfast tea, lemon and lime.
Nice.
4.8%.
Nice. Okay, let's go to big. Should be NBC. Yeah, none of my shit's working, man. There's Gnome. What up, Gnome? Okay, so let's go to big NBC.
You bringing Gnome in? Gnome's coming in?
No, he's rocking the custom emojis.
All right. Oh, yeah. What is that with membership?
Yeah. So I kind of
How's that
stole.
going?
It's going good, man. I got like 15 members, man, and it's like $2. You get like $1 of that, and I saw Nikita do it. You know the guy from GMT Time, Nikita Homebrew?
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, he did it. Now he's got like 3 tiers, and they were all, looked cool and reasonable. And I bought one, and I got to see my his logo show up under my comments. I was like, you know what? I'll throw this guy whatever, $5 or $7 a month. Especially he's got, when you're under 1,000 subscribers. I've said this before. If you do a Patreon, if you're consistently putting out content and you've got less than 1,000 subscribers, I'll support like a membership or a Patreon thing. It makes life so much damn easier than just the ad revenue. Or at that point, you're not even monetized.
Right, yeah.
I don't know what's going on, man. Looks like my Stream Deck shit's all whacked out.
There's some other really great small channels too.
There's a lot of good channels, man. There's a lot of good channels. I watched James's new video. I saw him with his get on a ladder, climb the tree.
That was great.
I wouldn't have done that.
His old fucking hops.
Yeah, that was high up, man. I mean, I would do that if I was getting paid, but
yeah,
that was pretty high. That was pretty high up, man. Shout out to James.
And 2.5 pints. You ever watch them?
Are they the guys that have really good production value?
Yeah, they each one of them is like a movie.
Yeah. They did a video like a horror movie kind of. Like it started out at night on a street and then they go to like a Christmas tree. I don't think I finished the video. Hopefully they're not listening. But what was the deal with that video? There was a beer under the tree or something?
I mean, each of their videos is it's a recipe video, but they find a unique way to put a spin on it. So they did a zombie apocalypse one.
Maybe I saw that one.
They just did one where it was a grindhouse theme. So it was an old 70s.
Got it.
It was it's really entertaining and they sprinkle in the recipe stuff, but yeah, they do a good job.
Yeah, I subscribe to everybody. Do they don't put out a lot of content though, right?
But yeah, they're more once a month, maybe twice a month. I think they brew professionally as well, and they also do the YouTube channel. So
yeah,
and they put so much effort into it. So
which is a downfall, which is what you do not want to do. And YouTube, it's not a quality over quantity thing. It's a quantity over. Did I say that right? It's not quality over quantity. It's quantity over quality. Did I say that right again? They want consistent uploads.
They want consistency, yeah.
They want consistent uploads. And at the end of the day, all these channels, Joe Rogan earlier, whatever, Tom Dillon, every Russell Brand, Russell Simmons, everyone's got a channel now. They're just talking. They're just ranting. They're talking about what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
There's no production value to do that. You're just talking with a camera on. YouTube doesn't care. But what are they doing? They're uploading daily. They're uploading 2 videos a day. They're uploading 2 videos every other day. You can't do that for what we do. I'm surprised that Sam the cooking guy even puts out that much content, because that's a lot of work, man. You know, what's not a lot of work is doing this. Like, I could take this video and I could do what Joe Rogan, Tim Dillon, anybody does. Like, we talked about the Pro Bowl was a joke. We talked about how it's expensive to leave California. We talked about Troy Aikman opening a brewery. You could take that and make 4 videos out of it and upload it tomorrow. You know, if you do that for 10 years, you'll have a ton of subscribers. And I do that if it's something like, okay, we did talk about, you know, should brewery owners put their recipes online? I think that's a great topic, so I might make a video out of that. But yeah, like, it's very tough to put out a video once a week with what Trent and I do. And you really, if you want to take YouTube serious or want to do it full time, you at least have to put out a video once a week. You know, we talk about it just today, you know, like, you took a week off and the subscribers go down. I put up a video yesterday, subscribers, you know, doubled, and they like want to meet you halfway. They like want you to put out content so bad, but we just can't, you know, we just can't do it unless you're doing it full time and brewing around the clock and filming around the clock. But nobody can, you really can't, unless you've got you know, 2 or 3 guys.
Yeah.
Josh Wiseman isn't doing 2 videos a day. No, he's not. He's got a really good thing though. But I guarantee you,
he's got a whole team too. He's got a whole team.
Oh, without question. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He's got a PR team. He's got a social media guy. If you have a book out, like, I like how YouTubers sell it, like Sam the Cookie guy.
When's your book coming out?
Mine?
Yeah.
How to set up a GoFundMe for
chill.
For a penis.
Chill always, no matter what.
It's how to raise $1 million for a GoFundMe for a penis reduction. Soon. I don't understand the Josh Wiseman channel. I really don't. But at the end of the day, like, who the hell am I? I just I think there's a million other cooking channels out there that I enjoy more. But hey, you know, to each their own. You know, I put out content that isn't for everybody, and, you know, vice versa. But somebody wanted to know, how did you learn how to edit, or what got you into editing?
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I actually started making like short films when I was like in middle school. Just making films with my friends, like fucking around in the background, filming it and making it into like movies. And it just kind of like grew from there. I self-taught basically through like YouTube, early YouTube days, and I took some like filmmaking classes in high school, and eventually I went to film school where I studied cinematography. But editing has always kind of been a thing that I fell back on, because it's a skill that is useful. It's a skill that's wanted and needed. So I worked for a lot of companies doing editing for them, and it's one of those things where you can teach yourself to edit. Like, you can watch YouTube videos, you can practice editing. You don't need much. You have an iPhone, you can shoot footage, and then you can bring it into like a free software and edit. So it just takes a lot of practice and a lot of patience to learn. Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much did the exact opposite approach. I just kind of wanted to learn. I saw YouTube videos that were funny and inspiring, and I just thought, I want to do this. And I kind of went through a gradual process with it. I think my first editing software was the GoPro Studio stuff, you know, because GoPro's big selling point was like, you have to make these cool videos, but like, yeah, but you have to know how to edit to make cool videos. You can't just have a raw footage of you paddling out on a longboard that's 4 minutes long. You know, you actually have to figure some shit out. So I filmed my dad's cat, and that was probably about 7 years ago. And I used to make, I had this tutorial channel, Village Park Source, where I would make tutorial videos on the fly. So back in the day, YouTube was about like 2-minute videos. It was all about playlists. So I'd be like, hey, in this video, we're going to learn how to detach audio, or this video, we're going to learn how to talk about transitions, or in this video, we're going to talk about how to fade to black, just stuff like that. And so I might have thought like I knew what I was talking about in the videos, but I was learning everything on the fly. And then from there, it was just like, let's go to Final Cut Pro or Premiere. I never really cared which editing software I use, nor do I think it matters. I don't think it matters at all.
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter. As long as you can organize your files and you know where everything is, every software is kind of the same. You've got your timeline at the bottom. You've got your files up here, and you've got your preview screen. There's 3 things you're looking at. Your timeline, where you're pulling your sources from, and what is going to be shown. So at this point, I'm on Final Cut, and I started. I mean, I've put the first Homebrew for Life video up. It was a few videos ago, and it's obviously a lot different than it is now. And it was more just kind of I don't even there might not have any been background music in them, and that's such a weird thing because if you watch a YouTube video and a tutorial with a lot of B-roll and there's no background music, it sounds scary, like something bad's gonna happen. Like at least put a little happy baby song,
like early Yeast and the Beast videos.
Yeah, if he's still here. Like what's going on? Like this is, you know, like when you create a horror, like a pop out scene in a horror movie, what do? You want to go silent before you go high, you know? So it was just kind of weird. Right. And then just through watching, it was pretty much the earlier angry video game nerd videos that really inspired me. That was like, damn, like this guy got probably made fun of so much for making these videos, and then you have a following and you're like, well, I do this for a living. I play retro video games. And I loved how there was no over the top production. It wasn't 4K. It was like just a dude you could tell in the basement making this character about a guy who plays very frustrating Nintendo games, mostly Nintendo. And he's freaking out the whole time and drinking Rolling Rock, but then he'll like talk shit about Friday the 13th or Jason, and then Jason like comes up from behind his bed, and then they're doing like, have you seen that one where he's like with a machete? Yes. or the one with Bugs Bunny where they rent a costume, and it just looks like fun. It's like one more extension of like high school video film, and he made it cool, you know. And when I first thought like, you know, YouTube, like you need this nice camera, you need all this stuff. It's like, no, you don't. You need a phone, and if you're going to focus on anything of production value, focus on your audio. Focus on audio, because nobody wants to hear a YouTube video from a built-in iPhone from a guy that's 15 feet away. It's going to sound like shit. You might not know it, like you might not like subconsciously know like when you watch an audio now, you're like, are they laved up? Is it shotgun? Like that's the first thing I think of. You're not going to know why, but you're just going to know it's bad. And when it's bad, you're going to click off the video. Yeah. Later party time. Yeah. Thanks for coming, Braj.
Later, man. Yeah, audio is like, it's funny because you think about all the video stuff, but audio is the one that kind of stands out for more people, I think.
Yeah. What a battery.
If your audio's bad.
Yeah. If your audio's bad, the video's bad. You know, like you could actually have 720 staticky looking shitty this, but especially, you know, if people want to listen to this on their car, or if it's not on, you know, if it's on Spotify or something, it's like the audio has to be good, or people are going to be,
you know it because you did the podcast too, like that.
Still got the podcast, man. Still got the podcast.
Are you gonna bring it back?
I want to bring it back, dude. We're bringing it back.
You should.
I want to get party time on there. Yeah, it was fun. I still pay for that every month. You pay for it kind of like web hosting.
Okay.
Yeah. What up, Meezy? Third Coast Hustle in the house. I struggle with my audio. Yeah, audio is a tricky one. You know, if you have an iPhone and you're filming with it, you better be like right there, you know. But if you put that thing on a tripod and you're filming yourself sitting down in a desk, it's going to sound like shit. And all you can do is like, there's little lav mics, right? You can clip to your iPhone, just record it through that and then sync it up in post. Yeah.
I mean, my first videos were horrible audio.
They were?
They were pretty bad, and like, but it was just like the idea was like you just got to get it out there. You know, when you're starting out, you just got to get. Doesn't matter really. Like you just got to start making, and then eventually you grow and you get new things. So
yeah. Yeah, this is funny, man. Meezy, he was my buddy from my past lifetime, my past Brews and Vids channel, and I was actually looking at footage of him 2 nights ago because a couple of years ago, Meezy didn't go with us to the Hi Ho Lounge in New Orleans, but we've partied out there a couple times. And we went to a Mario Kart themed burlesque show. Now I'm going to put it in the video on Tuesday. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. 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 And I was in a Street Fighter 2 tournament and I came in second place and the place was packed and it's all going in the video. But me and Meezy hung out the next night at our buddy Wayne's house and we did a mandatory beer chug. We slammed a pint in Wayne's kitchen. And I hadn't seen that footage in a long time, man. But that was cool, Meezy. That was 2018. Yeah, man. I use my GoPro and dub it on my phone. But I'm moving to Tennessee, Meezy, and I'm going to try to get closer to New Orleans more. I think you're in Florida now, but nonetheless, I'm going to be closer. Hope you're well, man. Hope your family's good. Lee Petrenka, Brewing Northern Brewer Innkeeper Grain Kit as brewing a bag this Saturday. Looking forward to it. Right on, Lee. Cheers. Good luck with that. Just has a weird mic when he shoots in his kitchen. Just has, I got to talk to him.
Like
he's got some pickup. He's got some kickback on there. I didn't know there was a video. There is a video. Kenner Ryu knows Chun-Li. It was a girl dressed up as Luigi. Bowser.
Chun-Li's in Mario Kart?
It was Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, and Mario. You'll see in the video.
Okay.
You're going to see in the video. Yeah. And I was
I was picturing like Dry Bones, something like girls dressed up like Dry Bones and Bowser.
No, Bowser for sure. She was
Shy Guy.
She was smoking a cigarette on stage. Shy Guy was there. Yeah. And before there was Fortnite and Call of Duty, man, there was a little game that went by the name of Street Fighter 2. And I played that game religiously. And they had it there. It was right when the Super Nintendo Mini came out, and it's better to play on Super Nintendo than to do it at an actual arcade, because the arcade on the left, the guy has an advantage, right? So he wants to do like Hadoukens like this way, but if you're the second player, you have to go back. You have to figure out how to do all the moves.
Oh, right.
But if you're on Super Nintendo controller, it's a fair advantage. But more often than not, you're going to play on an arcade on the left-hand side. So all your moves in Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, and Street Fighter, a lot of the moves, like with Blanca, Bison, Orchid, are like hold back for 2 seconds forward, back for 2 seconds forward. But on the right side, it's that way, and it's just different muscles, different. It's like bat and switch or something. So Street Fighter 2 Turbo, man, hell yeah, hells yeah, Hung Lee. Sounds like a gay porno the battery is watching right now. What up, Jonathan Elliott? What's up, Raj? Chum Lee. Mario Kart Strip Club. You know what? I'm going to post the video of me losing with Blanca. Check this out. I'm not kidding.
Todd Potter wins Bung Lee, the last airlock bender. That's great. This
is going to be the quick video of it, but I have footage of it. I filmed this whole burlesque show with my iPhone, but it had to be January 2018. My buddy, his name is Nintendo Wayne. I'm going to find this video. And it's just the back of my hat, but it says Cardiff, California. You know it's me. No one in New Orleans would have a Cardiff hat on. And I finally lost to this dude. And I was so pissed because I was getting ready to do my electricity thing with Blanca, and he didn't. It didn't pull it off, and he beat me, and the whole crowd started like going apeshit. It was so fucking rad. All right, where is this? What year are we at? Okay, August 2018. Why do you post so much shit on Instagram, Wayne? Nobody cares. All right. Good thing is that he's got Meezy. Are you still here? Here's a picture of us. This dude has a fully licensed NES collection. It's crazy. Yeah, it's like $100,000. It's ridiculous. All right. God, this guy posts a lot of fucking dumb shit. Here's one of them. You see the collection on the back. Here, Meezy, here's us. But I want to get this picture of the Street Fighter 2 tournament. Oh, I got it. Found it. Does this
Bring this
work?
instant-
Can you hear it?
Nintendo Wayne. Oh my god.
I got him with stars and everything. Can you pull this video up? Does this work? Yes, it does. That's me, and it's a packed house behind me, and I'm going to bring it up in the Asheville video. It's like the 4th trip I've been on since I've been making YouTube videos. New Orleans, Asheville, Portland, Uruguay, maybe something else. First time I lost in a while. That's me. That's my personal Instagram. Does it have battle scope? You mean super scope?
Me ball game.
Mm-hmm. What's the highly underrated channel? What'd you plug? 2.5 pints?
No, it's this guy Daryl Smith.
Daryl
Have you seen
Eves?
his channel?
No.
He's this guy. He's a guy from this UK, and he's got a good channel. Pretty entertaining and well edited stuff.
I'll give it a
He's
go.
only got like he's under 300 subscribers.
I'll give it a go, man. Good looking out. Big shout out to Trent. Look at the picture I just posted, Trent. That's me like climbing through everybody to film these chicks. You don't maybe see a little bit of butthole, but they've got. You see that?
I love how you're just so intense.
That's a good dude, man. That's one of my buddies out there. Meezy, are you still here? I was undefeated in Smash that night. Yeah, Smash ain't my jam, dude. Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct. I always sucked at Smash. Until Cloud came out. Yeah. Toads and Super Scope. Yeah, Super Scope. I used to know the code for it too, man. Super Scope was the shit. Wow. Still got 40 people here. We're chilling. What are you up to tonight? Are you what do you got going on after this, man? You get a big work day tomorrow?
I got a work day tomorrow, but I'm just hanging out.
Tell me what your schedule's like. Like how you moving
So
down here, but gonna live up there.
Yeah, so I work a day job, 8 to 4:30 every day, and then
From home.
but I from home, so that's nice. So that's why I'm able to move and able to work remotely. But
Yeah.
I'll still have to come up to. That's why I picked North County, like not just because of you, but
Sorry, dog. Sorry, man. I'll come back in a year. And
No.
we'll put out content to the day we die, like Sam the Cooking Guy.
It's all good. No, I picked North County because it's still close to LA. Like it's an hour and a half if I have to go into LA and still do work. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm sorry, how long do you have to go back to LA? Once a week?
It depends. It depends if there's shoots. So it could be like once every other week or yeah. I don't know. Depends.
So what is like? Take me through a work week. Like, are you doing mostly editing, or how often would you shoot? And if you do shoot, how many guys are there filming on the production team?
It's mostly editing, but like I probably have a shoot maybe once a week, maybe once every other week.
Mhm.
And on those shoots, just because of like the whole like COVID restrictions and stuff like that, it's usually just me and one other person.
Yeah.
Typically it would be like 3 or 4 people, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like a light shoot, and I'm doing everything just like I do for the YouTube channel. Like I'm filming and miking people and shooting it.
Do they
and then
care? Sorry, what were you saying?
And then I bring it back and edit it, you know?
Yeah. Do they care if you shoot it on Final Cut Pro or Sony or Premiere, or does that not matter?
Yeah, so they it's Premiere. Just in
Everyone's
case like I
on
have
Premiere.
to leave.
Okay.
Yes, and just in case I have to leave, I can pass the files off to somebody else.
Got it. Would you say Premiere is the industry standard, or what's the Sony one called? I know a lot of people in LA use Sony. Ugh.
Yeah, so for a long time it was Avid was the industry, and now it's kind of like flipped around. Like I don't really know. Like there is no really industry standard. They're all pretty solid. Like Premiere is probably one of the more popular ones because it's
Been around
Adobe.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got like Photoshop and all those things. But
What was Vegas?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm thinking of? Vegas?
Sony, that's Sony Vegas. I
Sony
think that's what
Vegas.
the-
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I got started. Actually, was on Vegas.
Same as everything else. You know, it's got the same interface.
Yeah, I've pretty much used every single one. I've used Avid, Vegas. I've used Final Cut.
Vegas
Even like the GoPro
19.
once.
Yeah. So GoPro used to be called Studio or something. I don't know, but it was free.
Yeah.
It had to be free. You can't, sell somebody a GoPro for $300 and hit them on the back end for another $300.
Yeah.
Yeah. Later, Dan Diego. Have a good night, man.
DaVinci is a good one too. That's a pretty popular one.
I've heard of DaVinci. We'll keep this chat going until we have under 35, and we just lost 3. Under 30, new rule.
Start talking about editing. That's when we get people to draw.
But I'm chilling. I was gonna go out tonight. There's no reason I need to go out tonight, but I was gonna go out tonight, and this person just called it off. So I'm chilling. They're gonna go home. So I'm here all night, man. I'm chilling like a villain. Man. Theron, you like that picture of me? First guy up there filming this chick. That was fun. That was if anybody ever asked me, have you ever seen a burlesque show with Mario Kart and Street Fighter?
Pretty great.
You wouldn't believe me, but the video is going to be coming out on Tuesday, and I hope that Kyle's cool with it because I'm kind of. There's like this bit where I go on like airport bars and just like, dude, say anything, man. Like, say your dad's Don Johnson, say your mom's Bette Midler and Meryl Streep. Like, you pick up on any chick, nothing matters. Just drink and have a good time, and you're never gonna see this person ever again. So just have a good time. And I did meet a good-looking girl, and I'm telling her, like, subscribe to my channel. I've got like 10 billion subscribers, and she pulls it up. There's like, take off running. Like, fuck, she got me. Yeah. Damn, we just lost everybody. Looks like
Yeah.
Avid was my favorite. Zach Pearson.
It sounds like he's an editor.
Yeah, it does. What are you shooting? Is it Southern California? Yeah, you shoot everything in SoCal?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You don't travel for work?
Well, occasionally, but I was just in North California. So I guess still California, but yeah, the COVID's really limited the travel.
That's when you put out the video?
What?
You made a video going to the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, no, that was different. That was a vacation. I just took that time. But no, last week I was in Oakland, so.
Got it.
That was for work.
Cool. I'm gonna plug my merch right now. I'm gonna be the loser.
Go for it.
I think I've got
Theron might do it for you.
I think yeah, we got it up here. Punk's Not Dead. I'm gonna plug Trent's merch here too. And I can't buy any more merch. I've got a glass coming from David Heath, but I can't buy anything else because I'm taking off. So I've got to.
Are you gonna collab with David Heath or what?
Am I gonna collab with David Heath? I think that's physically impossible.
You should just do a video in the style of David Heath.
Hello. Today we're going to. What is his? What's his theme song? Drink beer.
It's good for you.
To the day that I die. Hello and welcome back. Today we're gonna sell you some mugs.
It's very calming. It's very calming. That's for sure.
I know. It's like one step down from ASMR. You're like, I'm gonna put this on. Like, I don't know whether like jerk off, take a nap, or like learn about some beer shit. There's a lot going on. He's my dude. He's got a very popular Facebook page.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think it's just kind of the older generation, right? Like, I don't think too many people still rock Facebook. I do, but I think most people, if they're gonna put something on the internet, it's gonna be Instagram.
Yeah. I think Brian's got a big Facebook, right?
Yeah. They've been around for a long time. That's a good point. What do you think David Heath's first video was? When do you think his channel was created?
That's a great question. Knowing David Heath, he probably deleted like his first 5 years.
Yeah, he gets weirded out. He never wanted me showing his face, or he's very particular of how he wanted shout outs and stuff like that. Damn, he's got a lot of content. September 6, 2013. What about?
Wow.
Let's look at short. Shout out to David Heath, man. Short circuited brewers. Both these guys have over 300 videos. Same time, February 20th, 2014. I feel like Brian's been quiet these days. Yeah, he has. So that's
yeah, he was on a grind too, and then
he got burned out.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I hope he's doing well. Hope he's doing well. What about Chip? Chip's been around. Chip's like first YouTuber ever. Chopping Barrage.
Yeah. It's crazy how big the craft beer channel has gotten.
Yeah, I haven't really figured that one out. Chip's
How
the
long have they been
oldest.
posting for?
Chip's 2012. The craft beer channel. Well, the thing about the craft beer channel is that I remember them when I first got into YouTube because I typed in like craft beer channels and obviously they're going to show up first. But I remember like when I started the beer channel, it was like at the tail end, not the tail end, but more like maybe 2 years behind like the craft beer surge, and they were there for that, you know? So damn.
Right.
So let's look at their channel. So they were around, I mean, they've been around since 2013 as well. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it just takes a long time, man, because there's not that much people that care about, you know, making alcohol. And that's why I'm stoked that there's people here right now, you know, there's people that do care, but it's nothing like anything else. It's nothing like a food channel or a gaming channel or a CrossFit channel. But that, you know, if you're a smaller community, you're a closer community. But yeah, they put out a lot of content, man. Do you think it's a 50-50 thing, or do you think it's the main dude, the guy who looks like he's like a face from the Guess Who board game with the glasses?
I think it's mainly him and his like buddy. Like from what I can tell in the videos, it's mainly him, and then he his buddy comes in to like support.
They're doing good though, and let's look at their Patreon. I think they've got a proprietary sponsorship deal with Grainfather, which would be cool.
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, dude, they make $2,200 a month off their Patreon alone, and Patreon doesn't take that much. They don't take that much. And let's look at their content. I can tell you right now. Let me look at their about. They probably do, I would call it, I don't know, probably $2,000 a month in ad revenue. I would guess. They put out a lot of content. This video's got 42,000 views. 42,000 views. They're long videos. You get more CPM. So you're looking at probably like $4,000, $4,500 a month between Patreon and ad revenue, I would think, before taxes, and then whatever else they've got going on. They do stream. I don't know if it's more like donation savvy. Maybe they don't stream, or you know. And then they've got the Grainfather thing. I would imagine Grainfather, I would try to get $1,000 a month out of them, you know. And then they do have sponsors on every video, right? So they've got all those beers that show up in that black page, you know, that's got to be $250, $500 a month with a channel with 116. But they're and congratulations, they pulled it off. You know, they're full-time YouTubers at a beer channel, which is very tough to do. But their only problem is that there's two of them, right? So you got to cut everything in half. Maybe you don't. Maybe you can just pay this other guy hourly or get him by the month or whatever. But later, Joe Morris, have a good night. But yeah, I mean, if you're a YouTuber by yourself, I mean, it's a completely different world than if you have a production team and shit like that.
Yeah. They just did a cool video. It was like a collaboration with Plenty.
I saw that.
The Russian River.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. And they've got long videos too, man. Like when I see 20-minute YouTube videos show up now, I'm like, damn, really? Like,
right.
You couldn't have done like a part 1 and a part 2? They've got really long videos.
That's what they did. They did part 1 and part 2, and they were both like 10+ minute videos.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So more power, man. They're on the grind. Yeah. I guess what was Homebrew for Life? Homebrew for Life. Let me look at this.
Today we're gonna estimate people's YouTube earnings.
What's up?
Todd Porter. Today we're gonna estimate people's YouTube earnings.
You know, you type in like your YouTube channel and there's all those stat tracker things that show up, and it's like the net worth thing, and it's such a joke. Like I look at Homebrew for Life's monthly stats. I'm like, that's not true at all. Like none of this is true. This is stupid. All right. Okay. So here's Homebrew for Life. 2016. There's no way. What's up?
I was gonna ask. Did you guys do a bunch of? Today we're gonna with the clawhammer guys.
No. 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 Ross has never seen my channel, nor do I think Emmett has either. But it's all good. Yeah. So I started the channel, I guess, in 2016, and I put out all these videos that I had on the other channel, Brews and Vids, and I just uploaded like 30 videos in a day. And then we made shitty cooking videos, pumpkin beer bread, how to make beer can chicken. Hey, 16,000 views. And then it was a bunch of shitty videos. And then I took a whole year off in between like Pine Drops IPA and like our hazy IPA video. Yeah. So how many videos do you have? You have over 50?
Yeah, I just posted my 74th.
Damn, Braj. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. Back on your couch, raise your front pegs and books to make it lean back and cradle you. CH, you got to get animated homebrewing on. I would love to get animated homebrewing back on.
You had him on.
I had him on. I've had him on a couple times. He's a great guest.
Yeah.
He's funny as shit.
I love when he does the animation for this whole thing. It's great.
Yeah, he should get into streaming. He looks like a guy who's got some pretty good attention span for learning that. If he could learn all that stuff with the hotkeys and stuff. You guys
he hasn't posted in a while, though, has he?
No, and I feel like we're losing a lot of people right now, man. Like whatever happened to Pros with Peter, whatever happened to Portly Gentleman, you know, and I get it.
Right.
I get it. You know, people burn out, and you're not going to get a lot of views on a video unless you put something out that's like not been done before, or YouTube just finally decides to randomly give you love, you know, and
right.
You can kind of control that, and you kind of cannot control that. You know, I looked at I was making the hard cider video, and I typed it in on my TV SEO or my TV YouTube, and have you know the channel like Steady City Brewing or City Steady?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I was looking at their video, and they made a hard cider video like a month ago, and it's got something ridiculous like 300,000 views, which could change your life.
Oh, damn.
That channel, I mean, that could get you a lot of subscribers. And not change your life, like turn you into a millionaire, but it could change your life. You know, like, hey, I'm going to make more YouTube videos, or I'm going to sell t-shirts or stickers now. 300,000 views. And I went to their channel. They have over 100,000 subscribers. But then I looked at all their other videos, and they all had bombed. They're all like a couple thousand here and a couple thousand there. I'm like, damn, that's so weird how it works like that. That's so weird. Yeah. City Steady Brewing. And their channel's rad.
Yeah.
So they've got cities.
They've had like 4 different channels. They split their like channel up a bunch.
What do you mean?
I think they realized like they had one that was like a cooking specific, like city setting cooking. I don't know what it was called. But
got it.
They've done a bunch of like experimenting, and I think they're fine. Like, I mean, obviously they're doing very well, but
yeah, they
realized that not too many channels is not necessarily a good thing.
No, you got to keep it. You got to keep it. Less is more. So they've got 127,000 subscribers, which is something I could only dream of. I always said all I need is 100, then I'm going to cap it after that. And their last video today, 15 hours in, they got 3,000 views. 3 days ago, they made a video, how to make mead from start. That's the problem with these channels, though, is they'll make a video that's like how to make mead or cider, and they'll get a lot of views on it. And then what do they do for the next 12 videos? Part 2, how to make mead and cider, how to make cider. It's like, well, what are you teaching us actually new? Not much, except, you know.
Yeah. I guess that's the fear for us all, right? Like eventually, it feels like you can only do so much, but every day it feels like I come up with a new idea or something different.
Dude, the ideas are endless, man. Like, I think in a perfect world for Homebrew for Life, I would like to have 2 grain to glass videos and 2 short rib sous vide videos every. No, I'm kidding. Do two like grain to glass videos, and then do like we did beer cocktails last night. We wanted to do the hazy video forever, like the 4 most popular hazies, just do a blind taste contest with Mind Haze and Pliny or Orange Julius or the, maybe the most popular 3 on the West Coast and then the most popular 3 on the East Coast. You could do top 10 things if I knew now, what not to do. Apartment Steve's very good with putting out content like that. Like if I knew what I knew now, and I want to make that video too. We always kind of like top 10 tricks for new brewers or something like that. It's like, we'll go in like reverse order, like what not to do. Don't go to college to learn how to make beer. Don't do secondary fermentation, stuff like that. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
But the possibilities around this, man, like when you think there's no more ideas, just kind of go in a little bit of a different direction. And I know you don't touch with food at all. I mean, you do like s'mores lager, but have you ever done like an actual just dedicated food video?
Just like I did like beer grain, like pizza dough.
Beer grain pizza dough, and you did dog treats.
And they all bombed.
They all bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When you start getting into food, man, it is a guppy going into the Pacific Ocean, man. You really, I don't know. I do not know. And I think that some of these big channels actually have like networks and stuff. Like I think that Brew Cabin might have that, or he's got a big email list or something. Like there's something going on. Unless you've been putting out content like that for 10 years. But other than that, I don't know how these channels that come out and they just hit the ground running with millions of views in anything. Yeah. In anything. Beer, food, gaming. Well, it's not going to be beer. But they know something that we don't. They've got a whole Silicon Valley network or something. I don't know.
Right.
Short rib videos never say die, man. Short rib is the new Goonies, man. What up, Scott S.? What up, Todd Porter? 10 reasons why CH hates glass. Now we're talking. That's
a good one.
Can you do another beer, Trent? Are we chilling?
I could do one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one more, and then I'm going to go play Donkey Kong Tropic Thunder. And you're right. It is not as good as Donkey Kong Country 2, but I figured out the game.
DK2 is the best.
The best.
DK2.
It's the best game. Yeah. It's the best music. It's the best theme. It's the best.
Ask Matt Ushman. He knows.
He does know. He knows his shit.
All of his music is like from Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah. And Mario World. A lot of Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
All right. One more beer. I'll be right back. Hold it down.
All right. This tea is actually pretty good. I don't know if anybody's tried this before. It's actually pretty good. English breakfast and lemon tea. Although a little hazy at the bottom. All right, I'm going to grab a beer. I'll be right back. Gnome said 1 more, 5 more. Guess his Gnome's the freaking man. Gnome, what do you got brewing next? Gnome is got a great channel. He just did it was like a black saison, which I've never had before. Made me really want to brew one, or at least try one.
All right. Trent, you want to plug anything besides your channel? You got any new merch things or merch items?
No, I don't. No, not really. I need to get onto the merch. I need to plug the merch more.
You do.
I dropped some hats not too long ago, but
are you still on Etsy?
I am still on Etsy for now. Yeah, my biggest buyer is
Miso.
What's his name? Meso things. He's my number one fan
Yeah, he said
on the merch.
he said he dipped out. He blew me up. He likes to drink and go on Discord and post a bunch of random shit, and it's just kind of not the place for it. Not at all. And I hope he's doing well, man. I hope he's doing okay. But he kind of had a heart to heart with me. He said there's a reason he can't do social media. There's a lot of reasons he can't do social media, and maybe Discord's not the best thing for him. But hey, best of luck to that guy. Don't post videos of you driving drunk, blacked out, putting on my Discord. But I hope you're well. Other than that, man. I hope you're well. Other than that, man. Did you see that video of him flying down like downtown Denver?
No.
He was on something, like something you rent. Well, he's posted a drunk driving video, and he's posted.
He's got like a scooter, like a electronic
yeah,
scooter or
but it
something.
goes fast.
It goes really fast.
Like, yo, man, just got fired, man. Gonna like blow off some steam, man. And you're just
He's
like,
the
A,
man.
you're blacked out. B, you're driving, and C, you're filming. Like the three worst things to be doing right now, you're doing it, and you're putting it on my Discord. Like this is. It's funny when you live to tell about it, but like this is how a lot of people die. Like, dude, you got to figure this shit the fuck out.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, you know, shout out to
Shut
shout out to Meso for buying the merch. Yeah, much love, dog. Yeah, so he's maybe, you know, everyone's got a thing going on. Everyone's got some things going on. Trent's Discord. Shout out to Theron, man. Much love to Theron.
Theron, I want to know, is Theron just like there with the links? How is he doing this so quickly?
It's a good question. It's a damn good question.
And was he also on the Doing the Most stream tonight, doing the exact same thing?
I don't know, but I did ask BC to come on. Yeah, Dave Dempster, we're still chilling. I did ask BC to come on, and he does it every Wednesday. I didn't know that. And that's cool, you know.
Yeah.
Wednesday's kind of the Homebrew for Life night. Like that's I've been doing this I think for about a year now. It's been awesome, and shout out to everybody. Hey,
At
we
least,
we got more viewers back in here. Yeah, about a year consistently. Because I remember the Babs days, man, and Britta and Mondo.
Babsagram.
Babsagram. Yeah, the band kind of broke up after Britta and I broke up, which was cool to have all the guys over last night because it kind of felt like the old days.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do one more of those before I took off. Cost me $500 though. I paid everybody $75. No, it didn't. It cost me $500 because I lost $100 to Gnome and playing pool after. But yeah, that was a $400 video, and it's gonna bomb. But it was just cool to get everybody together, and you know those guys don't. This is just beer money, gas money to them, but for me, it's a lot of money. So, I don't know. What were we talking about? Meso
the Ron. Apparently, it's the Ron. We're saying Theron.
The Ron. Oh,
It's the Ron.
the Ron.
He is the Ron.
I mean, we could keep cracking jokes about we're not cracking jokes, but like I would just love to see like that Meso video from like the front. You know, like does he wear a cape? Is he dressed up like Eminem? Like from like what was the Eminem video with Dr. Dre where they dress up like Batman and Robin? He's just like dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Are you excited for the new Batman movie?
No. I want everybody to stop making these movies. We get it. It's David versus Goliath. It's just a new metaphor. How many times can Wolverine save the world? How many times like is it just this million? I'm with Martin Scorsese when he was telling Robert Downey Jr.
Marvel movies.
Yeah, he's like they're not real movies, and I get it. And I mean I get it on both sides. Like it sells. You know, an Iron Man movie's gonna make $1 billion on the box office. How many times can you have Superman trying to save the world? And like you know he's going to save the building at the end, the bridge, the bomb's going to go off, it's going to defuse it. He's going to kiss the girl. How many times can you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know, they sell and it's just I don't know. I don't know. I like the first Wolverine movie, the first X-Men movie when he's fighting in the cage.
Yeah.
And then he fights Sabretooth. And then I liked
There-
what's up?
Did you see Logan?
No. What was the one with Liev Schreiber? He's Deadpool.
That's-
No.
That was a horrible one. That's like the Wolverine.
The
But there's one
Wolverine.
called Logan that was really good. It was like Hugh Jackman's like last Wolverine movie.
The
was
one,
really good.
the one that was really good. The one that was really good was when it was when Michael Fassbender was Magneto and James McAvoy was Professor X before he was a paraplegic or a quadplegic.
Yeah.
And
They did like 3-year films of those. Yeah.
and they're buddies at the time at the school, and Magneto wants James to shoot him in the head. He's trying to build up like his metal deflection. And then there's like that random scene where Magneto goes into probably Argentina, somewhere in South America, and he sees Nazis in there because a lot of the Nazis, they fled to South America, and we're in there.
Right.
He starts picking up on accents and stuff like that. And in the first X-Men movie ever, remember when the Nazis are taking him away and he's like, "Mama," and the gate's going, and I didn't know Magneto was Jewish. And then they kind of did a full circle of that thing when they did the prequel with it in that bar scene, and that's an awesome scene. And that's like
That is a great scene.
That's a great scene.
I think that was First Class or something.
Yeah, he's chugging a beer. He's got the he's chugging a lager when they used to take the butter knife and they wipe the head off. I don't know why.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why they do that, but it looks delicious. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
They're like, did the beer just get better? Was that a butter knife? Like, what's going on,
Like
man?
a Stella Artois.
Yeah, they did that in Django Unchained too, when he goes in the beginning scene and he kills everybody, and the guys are hooting and hollering for him and Jamie Foxx to come outside, and he just starts pouring beers, and he's got the knife, and he makes it look all pretty, and Django's a slave, and he's just like, what is going on right now? Like, who is this motherfucker? This guy's gonna get us killed. But I don't know. I've never done that. Have you ever taken a butter knife to?
No. I've seen like when I was in like the Czech Republic, they would pour like, a full like pint of just like foam.
Yeah.
Like, but I've never seen like someone just like take a knife and swipe it up. But.
Yeah, I think it's a thing of the past, and I think it's a thing of the European past. But I like the way it looks. I just don't know for the life of me, like, what the fuck does it do? Like, can't you just like pour it out? Like just kind of. I don't know. But Jonathan Elliott, he says Logan was great. Maybe I'll give Logan a go. I mean, if you're gonna put the 3 best superhero movies of all time, aside from like the 80s stuff or Christopher Reeve or Michael Keaton, like the newer stuff, like what are the top 3? First X-Men.
You gotta throw Dark Knight in there, I think.
The Heath Ledger one for sure, but I don't consider that like trying to, Thanos trying to blow up the galaxy. Like that's like more of like a drum than it actually is like superhero movie, because they're not fucking superheroes. They're just guys that have cool gadgets and.
So Batman's not a superhero. He's just a gadget guy.
He did beat Superman. He did. F him up.
The portly gentleman of the.
The who?
Superworld world.
Who?
The portly gentleman. Batman's the super.
Yeah.
Batman is the portly gentleman of the superhero world.
That's fair to say. And then the Joker, he's got what? He's just got a razor sharp wit.
Fucks with Batman.
He's just got a razor sharp wit. But as far as superhero movies go, what's the one with Ryan Reynolds that's funny? Deadpool?
Deadpool, that's good.
Deadpool was great.
Did you see Thor Ragnarok? That was really good.
I can't watch Thor. I can't watch that Chris Hemsworth guy swing a hammer. I just can't do it.
that one was good. It was like a comedy.
I can't do any of
funny.
I can't do any of the Lokis, man. I'm like, dude, there's no way that guy is kicking anybody's ass. Like you should have got like Eric Bautista or like Khal Drago, Jason Momoa. Like there's no way this dude looks like a more bitch version of Jared Leto. Like I'm just not buying it. Can't do Loki. Can't do it. They gotta cast like Daniel Day-Lewis or Jack Nicholson as one of these bad guys.
Oh my god.
Well,
That's not gonna happen.
Probably not for Jack. Maybe for Daniel Day-Lewis. You know, bring like the Bill the Butcher back, but give him like, instead of the knives, give him like, I don't know, some grenades or some shit.
Maybe on Disney Plus only.
No, what's the best movie to watch for me tonight? Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier was good.
First Logan was badass. Looks like people are digging that. Goose Fraba's digging it. Jonathan Elliott's digging it.
Logan was great
for the first time. Ragnarok was great. Yeah, maybe
that's the Thor.
Maybe I'm talking too much shit right now.
You should watch. It's the same guy. It's Taika Waititi. He did a bunch of. He's from New Zealand, I think. He did a bunch of really great movies outside of the Marvel world.
Okay, what's the like Game of Thrones? Like, what's the best? Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, if we're gonna give me one movie to recommend from this whole Marvel thing, would it be Logan or Winter Soldier? What's Logan's IMDb?
Well, Logan's that's like X-Men, which isn't even part of Marvel like cinematic universe, but it is good. I would say watch Logan.
Watch Logan.
I think you would like that the most of all these.
And it's got an 8.1. And my rule with IMDb is that it is the best, most reliable source of movie rating by far. By far. And anything over 7 to me is worth watching, especially if it's a horror movie, because horror movies are the hardest to pull off because it could be so cheesy so fast. And this is an 8.1. This is an 8.1.
Check it out.
Yeah. I want to check out Witcher 2, Jonathan. Gnome Brewing. I've never owned a TV. I'm the last person you should ask. That's like something Matt Ushman would say. Like, I hate music. I just watch like political news.
Yeah.
And brew tours. If you're only watching political news on YouTube, does that probably mean you're watching like conservative news? It would have to be.
I'm sure there's like extreme left.
You think there's people that sit and watch like CNN all day? Like, what is Donald Trump doing next? Yeah, for sure there are, right?
Oh, for sure.
Gross.
There's extremes on both ends.
Yeah, it's gross. Stick to video games.
There's people that hate home brewing as well. Those people are idiots.
Yeah. Everybody needs a bad guy. Everybody needs a bad guy. We're the bad guys. Yeah. Look no further.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
That can't be healthy, though. That can't be healthy, though. Watching political, far left, whatever, right, whatever. I don't know. Would you consider Joe Rogan political? Yeah,
no,
I guess everything's political. I guess everything is political.
In a sense, yes, but like it's not like he's spewing like extremist beliefs. I don't think. I don't listen to it religiously,
but I think any time that you talk about like COVID is beyond political, and he talks a lot about that.
Right.
He talks a lot about that. So it's like,
yeah, I guess that's true.
He talks a lot about that. You know, it's like
Paul Newman readers. I watch a lot of Paul Newman films.
Is Paul Newman still alive?
No, I think he died. I love his sauces, but The Hustler is my favorite Paul Newman film.
With that, while we're on the Marvel talk, have you seen RoboCop lately, Brew?
The original?
Yeah, I've watched all 3 of them recently.
No.
Yeah, the first one is so good. It's so good. Number 2 was whack. The story was whack. I remembered it as a little kid and loving it, but you don't when you're old, because you're a little kid, you're like, yeah, robot, bad guy, good guy, kill him, fight. But when you're older, you're like, that was a bad story. That was a bad ending. Like that didn't check out. But the first RoboCop, I mean, we're talking like some of the best science fiction movies of all time. You got to put Alien 1, and then what's number 2? It's either got to be Predator or RoboCop. You know, the Ed 209 can't make it down the staircase. You have 10 seconds to apply. Looks like a Tacoma.
Yeah.
Wow. Watch the original RoboCop, and that dude, that young guy that was in the movie Traffic, the guy that he's the narc. He's in that and that scene where he comes in the bathroom and he starts talking shit about the boss. He's like, you know what? We're young, they're old, and it shows the boss's feet. He's taking a shit. and he comes out, and everyone runs out of the bathroom, and he chews him out. I mean, every scene in there is so good. And the only weird thing that my bummer about RoboCop is that when he gets beat up and stuff, he's like screaming and yelling. It's like, no, he should be more like the Terminator. He should be more
Right.
He should.
Yeah.
Right. I understand like the emotion where he sees his family or sees the bad guy that killed him or sees his kid or he gets flashbacks. I see that, but you can't have him like yelling in pain when he's getting stabbed and shit like that. But other than that, man, the movie's perfect.
Right.
The movie's absolutely perfect. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
Goose Fraba,
great.
you watched RoboCop last week, man? So good. 2's weird, 3's weird. It wasn't the same.
And they remade it, right? Didn't they remake it?
Couldn't even watch it. Couldn't even. Samuel L. Jackson and Michael Keaton. I looked at the trailer and I was like, no. Yeah, I was like, no. And they gave him. It wasn't like a RoboCop. It's a cop that died and they turned him into a machine. But his mask goes like up and down. It was way too like Iron Man'd out. He was more like Iron Man than like this like. The way the beginning, the RoboCop 1, the way he would walk was like a moon step. It was like, and I love that sound. I don't know. OCP, man. But the movie was weird how they like, you know, those commercials that they would just put in there. They're like, here's like Diet Coke. Or now the whole family is playing board games. You're like, what? Like why? Why did this go in the movie? And then they would cut to like the news anchor. You're like, this is so crazy, but it was cool. It worked, I guess. I guess.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
No, man.
Well,
you couldn't even make a movie about, you know, back in the day, it was like the cop that saved the world. Now it's like, you couldn't make a cop. You'd have to make the cop be the bad guy nowadays. But back in the day, it was like the cop, cop was everything. Like Another 48 Hours. Every Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, Steven Seagal, everything was a cop movie. Burt Reynolds. Yeah. But nowadays, like people would be like, no, like there's just the world kind of. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah.
Desperado was a great movie, man. That was Antonio Banderas and Selma Hayek.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right, Brew Show, we're coming down to the wire, man. We did 3 hours. I don't think we said anything that needs to get censored unless, I don't know, Joe Rogan, Matt Ushman, did we talk?
I'm sure Yeast and the Bee said some like questionable things in the comments.
I want to know what Matt Ushman watches, just like 6 inches away from the TV screen, not blinking. Like, what? I got to take it all in. What up, Bart Diamond? What up, you Braj? I got half a beer here, man. Send us home. Tell us to subscribe to cool channels under 500 subscribers. What's your favorite channel under 1,000?
Yes. Under 1,000?
2 pints?
I don't even. Do they have 1,000? I don't know.
Under 1,000.
But yeah, subscribe to 2 pints. Subscribe to Daryl Smith. I think Just Brewing is still not on to 1,000.
He's got to be at 1,000.
2,000.
Yeast in the Barrage is.
He's over 1,000. He doesn't need any more. He's good. He doesn't need any more subscribers.
928 for Just Brewing. 39 videos. Good man.
Yeah, he's almost there. Get him there.
Get him there.
And, yeah.
Get Just over there. We got One Day IPA. Just is on a good content streak right now, man.
He is. Yeah, he's got that big Clawhammer collab. He's gonna blow up. He's the next big thing.
He will get collabs. Do work. Collabs definitely work. Did our collab work? Did you get some subscribers out of any of ours?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
definitely.
Or when you collabed with the Homebrew Challenge?
Yeah, any collab works.
Any collab works. Yeah. Collab City. City Scoop.
Matt Ushman. Don't forget to subscribe to Matt Ushman.
Matt Ushman's on a good grind too, man. Have you talked to Pro Food Peter recently?
A few weeks ago. I think he's actually just brewed something this past weekend, so I think we got content in the works.
I saw the Instagram teaser. What about Portly?
No, I haven't talked to Portly in a while.
Same with me, man. I follow him on social media though. Bart Diamond, what's up, man? Brew Show, love your work. Bart Diamond. I met him out in at Burial Brewing in Asheville.
Nice. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was right when
Maybe
we
I'll
were.
see some of these guys. Are you gonna go to
I'm going to everything.
BrewCon?
I'm going to everything now. I'm showing
All
up.
right.
I'm showing up with Larry, Barbecue Larry.
Maybe we can meet up at BrewCon then.
Yeah. Is it going? I mean, it's got. Is it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Why wouldn't they
I have
do
no
it?
idea.
Why wouldn't they do it more in like, not trying to be political, like why wouldn't they do it in like the most reddest state that has like the most open freedom rules when it comes to being around people? Like what is Philadelphia? Was it Philadelphia?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Is Pittsburgh a red
Yeah.
or blue state? I would imagine it's red. It's a bunch of blue collar hardworking people.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, it probably leans right, but then you got big cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. I don't know.
So the bigger cities are obviously always more liberal. Every state, kind of, right?
I mean,
I don't care if any.
I don't really know, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I would just
I'll
do
go
it in like Florida or Tennessee.
yeah, I mean, do it in San Diego right when you move. We'll just
San
move everything
Diego
back
would
to
be the
San
worst
Diego.
place to do it. My sister just went to. My sister went to LA last week, and she was like, she had to show her Vax card to get gas. Is that true? She's like, I literally had to show my Vax
What?
card everywhere. Everyone had a mask. You had to show a Vax card to get coffee and have a mask. It's like, dude, if you guys just have to shut your business down if you're worried about it this much. But
Yeah.
is it that bad in LA? Is it the gnarliest?
No.
You get none of that? My sister's full of shit.
No. I mean, you have to show it if you're going into like a museum, maybe like a bar. I don't know. I haven't gone to bars in a while. I've been going to breweries where they don't really require that. So
Yeah. Washington, you have to. You have to show a Vax card. Damn. How does it work? Do you need all? We'll leave it at that. I don't have.
yeah.
Come to Philly, Bart Diamond. He's in
Pittsburgh.
Philly.
We'll be in Pittsburgh. Everybody meet in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Trent. We'll get
Whenever that is.
We'll get an Airbnb.
June.
We'll get an Airbnb with 2 bedrooms, and we could post up and save a couple bucks, man.
Sounds good.
I'm too old to get hotel rooms and share hotel rooms with people, but we could get a good spot and have our own bedrooms and stuff like that.
We can share a bed. That's fine with me.
We'll go head to toe. We'll go nuts to
We'll have
butts.
we'll have to ask Rach what's up with that.
Can Yeast and the Beast film it? Can he be in the middle? Yeah, from Tennessee. I'll definitely be at HomebrewCon, man. I should actually hit those guys up. I want to see like, hey, I don't know. Can we like the Brewtubers get our own little section or something? Like maybe somebody wants to sell some merch or pint glasses or stickers or something cool. I'm just gonna be getting annihilated the whole time they're setting up fucking Street Fighter 2. So he wants to play me. Battery will sleep on the couch, man. Gnome will be there too. Hell yeah. Zach Pearson, not to get in and out. No, it's not that bad. I can't go this year, but next year, newborn on the way. Newborn and all. Shout out to Zach Pearson, man, for being a father.
Yeah.
And thanks for the love for that super chat, man. All you guys who watch this, members, subscribe, super chat, the Mash Maker Challenge. Bodine's Brews, man, $50 for the move to Knoxville. Gnome, he's still in here right now. Much love, Braj. It's just Paul. Zach Pearson, much love. Jeff became a member. Alias Mohammed. I got him on Instagram. He's like a drag racer, man. He's got some good content. What up, T-Man?
Yeah.
What up, Tito? But we had a good stream tonight, man. We did 3 hours, and for those who are new, this is the Brew Show. We got a link in the bio for him. He's got a great channel. We're talking about going out to BrewCon, making it happen. Make it happen. I think this would be a good, probably their best year, right? Like everyone's like, they didn't go for COVID. They got shut down maybe half the next year. But now it's like, let's just get everyone out there. Everyone put out content, promote it. Did someone say Yeast and the Bees?
And then he linked to more beer.
Can someone put it in there? We'll look at this. Someone get out of here. What's HomebrewCon 2022. All right, June 23rd. Yeah, I mean it's gonna come around the corner. Have you been to one, Brewshow?
I've never been. No.
Dude, cons are so fun, man. That's kind of my New Year's resolution is to go to more con. HomebrewCon, WizardCon, Comic-Con. Comic-Con's kind of too gnarly. There's like 100,000 people.
Yeah.
WizardCon in New Orleans, man. If you're up for that, I'll book us a place down there, man.
WizardCon.
Well, it's like Comic-Con, but like a quarter of the size. So I still...
Is it like Magic the Gathering?
No,
But...
I mean, it's like I saw Eric Batista. I walked right by Cal Drago. I walked right by Jason Momoa.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because it's kind of heartbreaking because you see, everybody. There was a circle like the size of a basketball court line going around Stan Lee when he was still alive. And then you look over.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you look over like to like the right, and it's Biff from Back to the Future, and there's nobody in his line. He's just kind of like twirling a pencil, kind of like smiling, tapping his toes. I was like, all right, Biff, I'll go give you $50. We'll take a selfie for $50, Biff. I mean, you don't even have to. You can just grab your camera and like turn around, and then
Right, yeah.
I did that to Peter Weller, not Peter Weller, whoever played Chewie from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I just me being a piece of shit that I am, I just went up to him. I was like, "What up? Like, what up, dog?" And his PR guy just like ran right at me and got in my face. And I get it, I get it. But maybe I'll put that in the Asheville video. Maybe I'll put in that Christopher Lloyd. You're getting like the B-listers.
Right.
The girl was gonna. Who's the girl? Princess Leia. Who's that actress?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So she died. She was one of the headliners, and she passed away. Carrie Fisher. And at the podium, she had severe depression and mental illness, and they dedicated like this big tribute to her. And they were letting like people come up. I remember it was mostly younger girls, people overweight, people kind of going through awkward stages in life, and they were going up and they were like letting people talk about their struggles with mental illness and how Carrie Fisher was like a big cornerstone to get through it. And it was really sweet. And I wasn't the biggest Star Wars fan. I mean, I love it and I get it, but it was like just rad to see. Like, it was just kind of like a weird kind of AA meeting vibe in this Comic-Con thing, but they were letting like everybody come up that wanted to, and you would just go talk in front of like hundreds of people. And I was like, damn, these people have balls, like more power. It was cool.
Yeah.
And I've got, I gotta make a video just dedicated to my cons, man. They're the funnest fucking things ever. They're literally the funnest things in the world. I'm
excited.
Yeah, we'll go, man. We'll go to HomebrewCon, and your support. Like I've done it one time with my buddy from Netherlands. He's called the Stained Glass Geek. And people would come up, and I don't know how it would even work, but he was selling. I'll show you a picture. Stained Glass Geek, very talented guy. His name's Ihan, and maybe I'll give him maybe I should follow him. But he was part of like the old video game crew. He's got 17,000 followers. But it was so stoked. Me, him, and the Nintendo Wayne guy. We were at his booth, and like people come in and he makes a sale for $250, and we're all like, yeah, it's like we scored a touchdown. Like there's this energy of like, because people are there to spend money, but there's like posters and art and shirts and this and that. And you're like, you get someone's business, it's like everyone's like stoked. We're like a team. But
this is awesome.
It is awesome, and he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. And we hung out there. I got a lot of footage with him. We took his wife and him out to dinner. That was 2017, man. That was like 5 fucking years ago. You think in 2017, you're like, that was like a year ago. You're like, no, that was a long time ago.
So long ago, yeah.
Yeah. So he tried the YouTube thing. It didn't really pan out. He needs a different approach. But yeah, I remember these big Pokemon ones. Thanos' glove, cool. Pikachu. It's a tough thing though too, right? You're like shipping glass and dealing with glass, and
Right.
customer gets it and it's broken. It's like, now what? You make it again? You give them their money back? It's just so risky.
Yeah.
So risky, man. But I know we're kind of cramping you on time. We're yawning. What do you say? We get out of here?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it, bro. Thank you, Brew Show. I want to thank everybody who's here tonight. I'll keep this up, and everyone have a good night. And we'll see you maybe tomorrow, maybe not. But if not, maybe next Tuesday, and if not, definitely next Wednesday.
Thanks, everybody.
Anything else, Brew Show?
No.
Is
Go
Matt?
subscribe to Homebrew for Life.
Yeah, and let us know if Matt Ushman is a CNN guy or Fox News. I'm just kidding. All right, everybody, have a good night. We are out of here. Later, Ash. Thanks to all the subscribers and the merch people and the people in different time zones, man, because I think there's people here from Australia. So, Battery, have a good night. Gnome, we're out of here. Much love. Cheers to eating good, and cheers to not throwing up tonight.
Cheers to that.
Later, guys. Trent, I'm out of here, Braj.
Later.
I'll hit you up on Instagram.
All right.
Thank you again, man.
Later, man.
Later, man. Love you too, Gnome.